Yo, 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 yo.
Oh, hello. Welcome. We are Wicked Game.
Oh, don't like that energy, please don't, please, God, no.
We're Wicked Game. It's Wednesday, which means we're doing our D&D campaign called the Lighthouse of Eisodos.
The White House of Eisodos.
A radipidopodon.
So, a couple of announcements to kick things off. Cool, so I can't read. So, a few announcements. Our mods are Sweet Poison, Lee Root, and Topic Flash. Just in case you're new here, you know, we trust them, so you should too. We don't tend to look at chat very much while we're playing, so we keep them, you know, that they are extremely good at keeping things, you know, shipshape in chat, and they'll be like posting links or whatever to the Discord and so on and so forth. So thank you so much, mods, for doing all of those things. We truly appreciate you so much. Our music that you can hear right now that's putting everyone on edge is from Ivan Dutch. He's amazing at doing free music for D&D. And so go to ivandutch.com if that's your bag. Tomorrow, Michelle and I will be, you know, getting involved in a kind of coming of age of dragons. And
Raising dragons.
if we ever get a fucking smooch, I'll fall off my chair.
No smooches. No smooches for Lydia.
Smooches for me. In other news, our good friend Eisodos has an incredible game out. He had a absolute bonanza of a Kickstarter, and I got my book through the other week. It's fucking beautiful. And it is exactly my kind of like heartfelt, personal, like melancholy. I just dig it so fucking hard, and you should as well.
It's so lovely.
Nikki's gonna pop the link in chat.
Done it.
He's done it. I think you'll really, really love it. It's done with a lot of like thought and heart and love, and I just think it's really good.
It's a solo game as well. Like
Yeah.
you play it by yourself, so like, you know, while some people are still locking down, if you get pinged, you can
Play a game.
play a sad whale game.
Play sad
Sad whale.
Sad whale.
So, and also in other talented friends news, Rooney, our mod, has an incredible podcast called Starfall. It is an audio drama, and honestly, I'm really hooked after the first episode. So go to wherever you get your pods and do all the things, you know, that you do. I'm not going to explain podcasts to you. Just go
Rooney,
to
drop the
podcast
links.
places.
Drop the links.
Drop them links. It's beautiful. We love it.
Tom's in it, as are other
Tom's
members
in
of the
it.
community.
He's not turned up yet, but you know he's going to be there soon.
I'll be there. At some point. In true Tom fashion, I'll be there, and I'll make a hell of a splash, but I will be late.
The music shift as you went in true Tom fashion, dramatic music change was. Oh.
Nikki, just quick check. Are we rolling the tapes this week? We are. We're just going to continue to roll.
Yeah,
the
We're
tapes.
going to continue to roll tapes until I have a different tape to roll.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
Just
So
very quickly, hold on. Sorry, very quickly before we start. Something came in the post today. Do we want to see the very first bit of sort of fan-based art as opposed to Michelle's incredible art?
do we fuck?
It's so shiny.
Look at this.
Oh.
Wait, Tom, lift it up. I want to see the bottom of it. The most important part. Grab.
Crab.
So this.
Oh, look at Cece like holding that bit, that like pearly droplet of jewelry. So gorgeous.
So good.
So this piece of art is done by an incredible local artist to us, also from Norfolk. This art is done by on Instagram Daniel_round. Go and check him out. All
Really
of
good.
the bits and bobs are very similar to this in beauty and wonder. Look at the detail on that bloody lighthouse as well.
The lighthouse.
I mean, that is gorgeous, is it not? and he's
That's
got
really
the crab boy. Look at that shit, man. I'm gonna definitely be going to Daniel again for stuff. And I'm gonna this shit is gonna be put up in our office as soon as we have an office, right?
That's the
that is
fucking secret.
beautiful.
Speak that
Anyway,
out into the world.
so
Yeah.
Daniel _round. Give him a little bit of a follow. Give him a little bit of love. You'll be able to see that
Good
post.
crow, sir. Good crow.
Good crow. Good crow.
Wonderful. Thank you, Tom, for doing that. So I think as we often do on Wicked Wednesdays, we're gonna go ahead and shed our mortal skins and ascend to the Iridian Empire for a few hours, as a treat. Nikki, just roll the fucking tape. Welcome to the Iridian Empire. This sprawling land is led by Emperor Julian II. You do not find us in the hustle and bustle of Iridian cities, with the push and pull of politics and law and order, nor in the dusty plains with the whispered prayers from farmers' lips, nor the treacherous Sierras. You do not find us in the northern jungles, the eastern deserts, or the southern wilds. Today, you find us in the westernmost part of the Iridian Empire. If you were to dust off a very particular and long-forgotten history book, you might read about a powerful arcanist who commanded the very seabed to rise up and form itself into a cluster of idyllic islands as a gift to his beloved and first emperor of Iridia. On the northernmost bluff of these islands, a lighthouse was formed from stone and crystal, a beautiful beacon to all that enter the Empire's waters, reminding them that they are now embraced by the borders of the greatest civilization that has ever been. These islands were named Eisodos din Iridia, or the Mouth of Iridia, but most people just called it Eisodos. Every year a new community was curated to care for the lighthouse and the islands, a dozen or two people that would bask in the paradise of this constructed archipelago. Their only law was that the light must never go out. Your history book might tell you this, and it might even tell you of the rumours of those that returned from the islands blessed and changed. But those are just bard songs and tittle-tattle, and only a fool would take them at face value. For now the year is Epoch of Julian 26, and you could count on one set of hands the people that knew of Eisodos. The centuries have slowly worn the memory of this place from people's minds like etched writing on a lichen-covered tombstone. Each year, fewer and fewer people came to the island, and those employed to recruit found themselves hardly caring, and so we find only 3 caretakers brought for the task. Only 3 lighthouse keepers to farm and maintain and live on Eisodos for a full year. El is a wood elf, with peaceful eyes and a great attachment to his friend Jacques, a crab he saved from a trap. El took this job for his crustacean friend as a treat away from the hubbub of towns and cities. Then there's the beautiful half-elf known as Cece, full of wit and vivacity. It wasn't long ago that she was addressed as Lady Cecilia Arcavia. If you asked her, she might find it hard to explain how she got here, or what happened that day on the ship when she was saved from the brink of death by a mysterious being. And finally, Maverick Spells, known by many as Mav. The dazzling and renowned author has many volumes to his name that could raise your pulse and bring a flush to your cheek. He tells himself he's on a grand writer's retreat, but sometimes Maverick is not completely honest with himself. There is talk of an elderly hermit that wanders a dilapidated temple, a permanent member of the island thought to be a worshipper of Tiesh, the god of tempests. Our lighthouse keepers cannot yet know what the island has in store for them. They only know that they've been promised paradise and a year away from their lives that, for whatever reason, they left behind. Welcome to Wicked Games, the Lighthouse of Eisodos.
Come.
Wait, we're going live. We're going
And
live.
we're back.
Oh God.
Oh, goodness.
Previously on the Lighthouse of Eisodos, our 3 lighthouse keepers had found their way to the islands of Eisodos after a difficult voyage, and they discovered that the previous lighthouse keepers had been kind of attacked by, well, honestly, pretty unknown assailants at the moment. They don't understand who these people were yet, but once they they killed everybody that had previously been on the island. So what could our people do but wave goodbye to the boat that brought them there and sort of get to work, settling into the island? We had Mav, who got to know the lighthouse very well and tinkered because the lighthouse went out. Number 1 rule that you can't do, and it happened immediately. So Mav got to work trying to understand the magic of it because these are his gifts, his talents. We had Cece, who met, Cece had a rough day. She met Elska, the old woman who resides on the West Island or the Temple Island, and just continuously got poisoned. And Elle and his crab jacks, they lugged some boxes around, they unpacked a little bit, and they had a bonanza fishing expedition. So they picnicked, they went to bed for the evening, Elle on the Lighthouse Island and our others bedding into the homestead for the first time. And Mav dreamt of the violent deaths of the previous lighthouse keepers, which turned into a personal nightmare. And waking, he heard splashing coming from the shoreline. He floated majestically down to go and see what it was, using his final spell slot, to discover silhouettes of frightening creatures wading out of the water. Please, can we get some initiatives going?
For y'all's reference, there's a genuine thunderstorm happening.
Yeah, it's thematic.
Yeah.
Right.
Do I need to roll?
No.
Oh,
Ma'am,
you're
asleep.
Go to sleep.
If you wanted to, you could. If you wanted to, you could run initiative because you're dreaming. That baby girl.
I can do that for you. Give me a second.
That baby girl is sleeping off the sickness that she's had for a lot of the day. So what we're going to do is, I don't know if you can see it on the thing, these 2 battles are happening side by side because as Mav discovered these people wading out of the water, Elle woke next to the kind of burnt out fire pit and saw, like, looming over him the figure of somebody with a spear in their hand. So we have 2 fights happening side by side.
Yes.
So let's have those initiatives.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, the storm is really actually
It's
quite scary.
It's
Like,
properly.
genuinely quite scary. Sorry, initiatives, yes, you're right.
If
12.
any of us pop out, guys, it's because British weather. Sorry, but British weather affects our internet.
And as we've said before, Lydia's internet relies on
Religion, literally.
like actually religion and nature. So
Religion and cobwebs, I think.
yeah,
Like,
like the spiders hold it together, and they don't like the weather.
Yeah.
Mav,
And
what's your
so
initiative?
for I can give you
Yes.
some foes.
Please.
So in the what we'll do for the sake of making it easier for people not to get confused as to what's attacking what, if we have all of the initiatives that happen on the homestead, followed by all the initiatives that happen on the Lighthouse Island, if that's okay with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So to start off with, I'm gonna say to you that the foes that are coloured blue,
Yeah.
they're at initiative 15.
15.
And the foes, yeah. And the foes that are coloured orange background
Yeah.
are at 12.
Yeah.
oh my god.
Then on the Lighthouse Island, the blue one that's right over L is at 10, and the orange one that's a little bit further back is at 5.
Beautiful.
Sorry, guys. I can't do anything about the sound of the rain.
Yeah.
It is.
I might be able to shut my window. That's
No,
fine.
Lydia.
It's us,
Lydia,
it's us.
Lydia, I love you so much, but it's fully coming. Our microphone is like fully just going.
I literally I've had to turn my sound on my computer up to the highest it possibly can so that I can hear you. It is that loud here. It's ridiculous. And she's gone.
Oh. Well, can you let me know your initiatives?
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Jack's got a 7.
Okay.
I got a 12. As the DM isn't here right now, let's just say I beat the Reds.
Yeah. Well, we can say that. That's fine.
So maybe it's time to vamp for a bit until until Lydia stops looking like she's
1 second.
tired of our shit.
Oh, Tom's
and
host
she's
now.
gone. So it's just me and Michelle now.
It's just
Isn't it-
us.
Hey, isn't it weird that we have almost every other iteration of Wicked Game have had a show at some point?
Yeah.
Never a Michelle and Tom stream.
It never happens. I think it's like,
You hate me?
yeah, that's it. That's it. No, it's like
Oh my fucking
The
god!
gom-
I saw
the
lightning right outside.
goblin.
Sorry.
The goblin energy would mean it would just be absolute chaos if it was just
It's-
us on a stream.
It's goblin gremlin.
Yeah,
It's
that's what it
Goblin.
is.
She said
The-
goblin.
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 So the goblin gremlin kind of energy
Yeah.
works very well when it's contained. When it's the two of us, I think
Yeah.
that's Ralph Breaks the Internet. I think that's the sequel
This-
where
Yeah.
we actually break it. you
Yeah.
know?
Wicked Game is. I used to be the chaotic one amongst my friends.
Nope, not anymore, pal.
I really did, guys. I promise.
Oh, sweet baby angel, no.
I was fully. They were like, "Oh,
Aw.
Nikki's so crazy and weird."
Was it because you wore a bow tie?
I mean, I did often wear bow ties. I often, I did stuff. I did things. But yeah, everyone was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, Nikki's so crazy and weird." I think I just hung around with a bunch of norms.
No. Do you know what it is? What it is you become. It's that the mum friend override. You know, if like you get a couple of chaotic, you're with chaotic people now, so you've
Yeah.
had to like become the mum friend.
I don't
And
think
to
I'm
be
a mum
honest,
friend.
not the mum friend, but like mum friend isn't the right word. Just the
Mum friend and sons.
responsible one.
Yeah.
Mum, friend, and sons can get fucked.
Only the banjo player, and he left because
Yeah.
he was too racist to be in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he
They
left the
kicked
band because he said, "I want to be openly racist, and so I'm leaving the band because that way no one will abuse the band. They'll just abuse me."
All right, huh?
That feeling when you wanting to be racist is worth more to you than earning millions as a banjo player.
It's an interesting take on the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, Ash said, "What's that? What's that? What is that little fucking thing on your name? Oh, GlitchCon 2020. Yes. I'm the. Am I controlling?
Not controlling.
No, I'm just.
You're just responsible. That's not a bad thing.
Rooney says, Starfall plug time? Starfall plug time. Yeah,
Starfall plug time.
fully Starfall plug time.
Let's have a Starfall listening party.
Yeah,
It's a
let's do it.
bi-weekly, fortnightly. It's a fortnightly show, I believe. It's coming out every 2 weeks, right, Rooney? I could be completely wrong there. But the first one has just come out. It is...
Came out Friday, right?
Yeah,
It was Friday.
yeah, it is frankly gorgeous. I know I'm slightly biased, but fuck the haters.
There's a lid coming.
It's like
Tom, is Lydia in the waiting room?
no. I've not had.
Oh no! There was a pop up that she joined. Albert.
Oh, sick. Well, that's good. I haven't had her sort of come through at all. Starfall Fortnite. I don't get that reference.
Because you said it comes out fortnightly.
Oh, good. Excellent. Rooney, sometimes your jokes are spot on. Sometimes. Yeah, no, sorry. I was talking about Starfall. It is like it's genuinely rare that I sort of like pick up a script specifically for an audio drama and go, I love this through and through, because it's actually really, really fucking difficult to write audio drama well. It's very, very easy to sort of think that script writing is script writing. But the nuances that Rooney has in her scripts are really, really wonderful. So go and check it out. That's just me nerding out about scripts.
Yeah.
It's nice when you find a script you're like, oh yeah.
No, I just have an anecdote which is I think especially relevant to Tom, and I put a little thing on Twitter. But so when I'm at work, I drink a lot of fizzy drinks, and also coffee and also water. But because I have calls with clients and I don't want to be drinking from a can on the call because it looks unprofessional, I pour them into a mug, my fizzy drinks into a mug. I accidentally poured a Diet Coke into a cup that was 1/3 filled with cold black coffee. One sec, Tom. So I drank it. I did not realise. I drank it, and it's really fucking good. And that's a problem.
I feel like I would fuck with that.
That's a problem for me now. Because it was Tom. I'm going to do it again, but this time on purpose. Which is maybe the story of my life.
You can't. So much caffeine.
Someone get Luther on the phone. He's going to do it again.
I'm going to do it again, and it's going. So you have to let the coffee go cold. You have to let the coffee go cold.
Caffeine on caffeine, babe.
Yeah, but like, it's fine. But like,
yeah, but to be fair, once you got some caffeine in, you might as well have a bit
in
more.
For a penny, for a pound.
That's my go-to sort of phrase. You
have to let the coffee go cold because it's basically like a lightly sparkling, really sweet cold brew.
I super fucking fuck with that. Like, I really dig, and most people go, what the fuck is that? I really dig an espresso with tonic.
Yeah.
It's fucking glorious. Little bit of orange peel, orange zest. Oh my fucking days, it's amazing. It properly sort of lifts you.
So here's the thing.
It's basically the same thing, but with just a little bit of aspartame.
Based on this mistake, I did some Googling because I was like, this tastes good. Like, surely someone's done it before. Coke in some countries sell it.
Really?
Like Coca-Cola coffee in a can.
I fuck with that. Sweet has just said, Tom, it'll be 24/7 poo time. Don't do it. Sweet. Sam.
Not wrong.
I heard a.
It is 24/7 poo time for me anyway. Like, I'm the.
Oh, is this the? No, I'm gonna. Lydia's not here. Lydia's normally the one that stops this talk, and I'm gonna.
Oh no! It's not a particular story.
I was like.
No.
That story is not for streams. All I will say is I'm the Hulk, but for poo.
That's his secret. He's always pooing. Yes, tonic is similar to sparkling water, but slightly different.
Yeah, it is.
I am a sparkling water boy.
Lydia Smart is
Sparkling,
the host now.
Sparkling water boy. I'm a sparkling boy who's also wet. Hi.
Oh my god.
Did you have to go convince the spiders to make a new web?
I
World Wide Web.
And then a huge clap of thunder happened, and I was like, okay, I hear you. I hear your aggression. I hear that you're angry. Can we chat about it, please?
Can I just say, spicy water is what I call my poo.
Lydia, I tried reining it in. I had no control.
What the fuck? Don't make me leave this Zoom again. Right. Do we have an initiative?
We do. We have an initiative.
Okay.
Are we? you said, are we like doing all of like one
Beach-
and then all of the other,
beach
or are
and
you
then
flipping
forest.
between? If that makes
We'll
sense.
we'll do homestead, all the homestead initiatives,
Round.
and then we'll do all the lighthouse initiatives.
Great.
Okay. So first up is Mav.
Also, sorry, Lydia, we are musicalists. Is that a part of your situation? Would you like us to play some music on our end?
I think the funny thing is that because the music is all downloaded, it doesn't require internet, so I just need to tell it to do it.
Cool, that's
Just
fine.
tell it. Just
That's fine.
tell it.
The rain
Also,
has stopped some.
I want to hold myself accountable here. I think Blue Boys on the beach
you're
are
right.
at 15.
They are. You're right. I was looking at the wrong notes.
I super wish I didn't say that, but
No. You're quite right. It is the Blue Boys.
Blue Boys, Mav,
Blue,
orange.
Orange Boys. Then we're going Island.
And then it's L, Blue, Jack's Orange.
Cool. Good to know. All right. First up, this guy is going to move here.
Oh no.
And is going to attack. It's going to miss. It's going to attack again.
No, that's not allowed.
And
Mav's gonna
what
die.
this is he like this figure of now that it's close, you know, this is it done in the dark, but you see these ears that come out that are like fins, and bald head and these big oval eyes, and it kind of launches at you with these like talons, misses, just overstretches a little bit, and uses the momentum to step in and try and bite you on the like shoulder area, and hits you with a 21.
Yeah. 21
So-
damage.
No.
21 to hit.
Not to hit. That is a 5 points of damage as its teeth sink into the fleshy your traps.
Oh god, I'm just imagining how horrible that must feel.
And then this one is going to move here and throw a spear at you.
Oh, cool.
And that hits at I'm imagining it hits at a 19.
Oh, super hits.
So that is...
Everyone, if you donate 69.
No.
There's no fucking bone party here, baby. That is 9 points of damage as this spear like pushes into your back, in between your spine and your shoulder blade, and you have this thing like sticking out of you now. And that is I absolute beg pardon, take that 9 damage back. I did that wrong.
Right.
Wrong. And because it is a spear is in fact a d6 when it's thrown, which lucky you rolled a point.
I got lucky was a planche.
Oh no. Oh, the weather really.
So what do we think? Lucky as a planche.
Right.
Lucky for you.
Lucky for you. Shall we? I reckon it was like 1 point of damage.
Yeah, one.
Am I back?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're back.
Fuck. Okay, so I gave you 9 points for the spear that stuck into your back. I didn't do that because we throw a 1d6 and a 6 and a 1, so it's actually just 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage. I'll take that. Thank you ever so much.
So the spear, instead of like sticking right into your back, it like hits you and then it drops out onto the ground again. Right. Let's and so that's that. I'm going to I'm going to move up next to you and try and bite.
Oh no.
It misses. Second attack misses as well.
Oh,
Um, And what is your passive perception?
Oh shit! So bad. 8.
Yeah, you don't notice what these guys are. What else is happening? But it's your go, Mav.
Okay. I think Mav is going to straight away just start to scream. And when I say scream, it's not his usual. Ah! It's kind of CC, please, CC. And as he does, I think he's going to he probably sort of starts to say that as the javelin goes fucking in his back, and he brings his hand up. It bursts into flame, and as he does so, flames start to cover his entire body, and it just sort of like spreads like wildfire. And from this slightly this sort of like flame-ridden body, his eyes kind of brightly sort of like light up, and he throws a fireball at the fucker behind him who tried to hit me with a fucking firebolt, with a javelin. That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Oh, that was fully a 10. That's 10 points of damage with a cantrip. Hey.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I think not knowing anything about like combat, he's just gonna run. He's just gonna start to run.
Okay, so this guy gets an attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah, so he's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Fucking misses. I'm rolling like dog shit tonight.
Let me just check something, because until when the flames are present, any creature within 5 feet of you that hits you with a melee attack. So it didn't hit, so it doesn't take the extra fire damage. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Definitely now you can't see what else is happening in the water.
Yeah.
What's happening with them orange boys?
What are they doing?
Okay, cool. When you screamed, can you just give me just for funsies? Can you give me a performance roll on that scream?
Interesting. Yes, I absolutely can.
See?
19.
I'd say you wake, but you don't know. Like, it's enough to wake you, but it's not enough for you to go, I definitely hear someone screaming, because your passive perception is 10. So I'll say that it does wake you up, but you can't get involved this round because you're just like, you know, when you wake in the night and you're just in bed going, did I hear something?
Yeah.
I need to work out what that is. So not this round.
For sure. I'm cool with that.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This time, I'm assuming that she says they all go back into the water and never come out again.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be L when we move
It'll
over.
be Al.
Sick.
When we move over to the lighthouse, L. Then Blue Man, followed by Jax, followed by Orange Boy.
Orange Man. Oh God.
Oh.
Guys, this is this is an issue, but
Yeah.
we will persevere until we don't.
She's back.
Because
She's back.
Excuse me.
She's back.
She's back.
Back, baby. Right. When she's back. She's back. And she is holding her anger.
Am I?
Yep. Yeah, you
Am I
are.
back? I'm back.
Yeah, you are. Right. Let's work through initiative,
Yeah.
because that's the thing that's a thing that's not helping. So right.
It's L. Shall I just take over? Shall I just become DM?
It's Elle's turn.
You're here, Liz.
You're here. Hi, Lids.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, it's really not funny. The lead up to speaking it was just fucking great. Oh shit, man. Okay, literally. Listen, my screen broke the game. She's back. No. Oh.
She's back. She's back. She's back. Lydia, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
We can hear you. Music's here. Ella's going to take an attack at the blue guy.
Yeah, go for it. He's
going to hop
Let's
up
get
first.
this fucking done. Let's smash this shit out
Yeah,
right away.
absolutely. Natural 20.
Oh my god. I think we need to
seriously.
test that die. I think it's
got
weird.
the memo that we need this fight to be over really quickly.
Yeah.
Guess what dice, gang?
Yeah.
Community guys. Chat. Guess what motherfucking dice? Oh.
I'm gonna test that, see if it's weighted.
It's Jack's on your go.
No,
Pete
Jax has his own initiative.
He's after the blues.
He used to be on my go. He now gets his own initiative. Wait, no, it's fucking 12 points of damage. You know, and then I'm going to, because I actually still have just all of my shit. What
bonus action you doing?
What did you attack with? Your bow? What did you attack with?
My Yikuwa, he's too close to me, otherwise I would have had to roll a disadvantage.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
And I canonically have my Yikuwa because I used it to descale the fish. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark as well. If that's okay, can I do that? Because I forgot, and I'm new to playing a ranger. I rolled a dice and didn't even look at it. 15, 21 points of damage all told.
21?
Total.
Holy shit.
That guy is looking extremely rough.
Ooh.
You just tear into it, slashing, and this kind of dark navy ichor blood spills out onto the ground in front of you. And so after your go is
Blue.
the guy that you just attacked, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Jack's on deck.
they're going to come in and start with a. They're going to poke you with a spear if they can. I think they might be able to at a 16. Is it 16?
Yeah, I'm not wearing armor right now because I was resting, so my AC is 14.
Okay, so that is 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And they're going to follow up. They're like almost like pull you closer in now that you're on top of the spear and try and bite at you. I think that's not gonna work though at 9.
No.
Cool. So that's their go. I think it's Jack's.
Yeah,
now.
it's Jack's.
You done fucked up, dude. Jax is gonna walk over, and he can't talk right now.
Do you
Lydia.
need to move him?
Yeah, I can move him. He's gonna walk over, and he's gonna make an attack, a crab attack.
Crab.
Oh my god!
You're not. No, seriously.
With the different dice though.
Fucking seriously.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
To be fair, that would have been that was an advantage. You rolled an advantage.
Yeah, because he's flonking. So that is one of his 2 attack. Nope. 1 attack.
100% success rate.
100% crit rate. So that is.
Is this his claw?
He only has. He doesn't have a bite, does he?
I don't know. Do you can crab
10. 12 points of damage.
What kind of damage is it? Bludgeoning because he's hitting with his claw?
Yeah, it is.
I'd say that as he like swipes with this giant claw, from your perspective, Elle, because you're on the opposite side, you just see this like fishy blue creature with its spear, and then suddenly there's a moment of like, ugh! And it's like where you had slashed down the front and opened up its front, the ribs just poke out the front, and it is dead.
It's dead, and then Crab is going to use movement to step to the other guy because he's crab-tagonistic.
It's that guy's go now.
That's fine.
It's that guy's go, and that spiny guy with barnacles all over him is going to it's going to start off with a couple of unarmed strikes on Jax.
Oh, it's a monkfish.
Monkfish, yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Just on the first one. The second one is 18 to hit. I think he's got good AC though, so I don't know if that
18
hits.
no longer hits because he gets a bonus to his AC that is equal to my proficiency bonus and is currently 19.
It's fucking wild, guys. Why doesn't everybody have a crab companion?
Giant crabs.
Because it's not as sexy as a wolf or a hawk. The ego aside.
Okay, so what it then does is, seeing that it misses a couple of times, it kind of bristles its shoulders and the spines flick out from the tops of its shoulders. That is a miss, I think, a 17.
You can't
whatever.
touch the crab.
Can't touch the crab.
Touch the crab.
There's a reason
Okay,
why. There's a
question
reason why
around.
MC Hammer does a little crab dance after he says that.
Fresh
Yes, the famous fucking MC Hammer line. Can't touch the crab.
fresh new initiative, and some things happen that no one sees. And
Love that.
love that.
Are we going back over to Homestead?
This guy is going to, we're going back over to the homestead. This guy's going to pick up the spear one of the spears that got thrown, and is going to attempt to throw it at Matt.
Yay.
That is a 19 plus 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so that hits. So you take 6 points of damage, please.
Cool.
This guy is going to run up to you and try and bite you to start off with. That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, super hits.
That is 2 points of damage for a bite, but as he's doing it, it's going to attempt to just rake its fingers down your arm as it's just chomping away. That is 19.
Oh, that's fucking. It's hitting. It's
all hitting.
Lydia.
He's already dead.
That's 4 points of damage as it's like long, like its nails are kind of like whale's teeth. They're really flimsy, but they just pull down your skin.
Fucking gross, Lydia. Are you saying like piano string nails?
I think I am, actually.
Yeah.
I think I kind of am. This one picks up the other spear and throws it at you.
Oh.
A natural one. So the
Okay.
I'm going to say that the spear just clatters off like way past you.
Oh, how kind of you.
It's your go, Mav. It's your go.
Thank you. I think seeing this and seeing that disappointingly a single firebolt didn't kill one of these things. I think instead he's going to sort of look at his sort of body currently wreathed in fire, currently shedding 30 foot of bright light and 30 foot of dim light, and he has a moment of like a flash of kind of an idea, and is going to cast as he screams for CC again, is going to cast control flames and make the flames on his skin twice as bright for the next sort of for the next round. So he's going to be shedding essentially 120 foot of light around him as he screams.
He's in Inferno right now.
Basically, darling.
He's on fire.
It's on fire.
With that control flames, can you just slap a bitch with your flaming hand?
Actually, sorry, the guy who that reminds me, thank you. The guy who attacked me twice takes I rolled 2 1s, but with Flames of Fledgethos, I get to roll any one roll on a damage dice. So I'm gonna re-roll both of those.
It's such a good feat, guys.
It's pretty good. So the guy who attacked me twice takes 7 points of fire damage.
That's extremely good. He's looking very rough now because he was the one that you attacked the last time.
Cool, excellent. I unfortunately cannot do anything else, Lydia. That's my turn.
Flames of Fledgethos is only around until you cast another fire spell, which can create or control flames is considered another thing.
Is it considered another fire spell?
So he's good?
Yeah, he's good. He's good. It's
sick.
It's up.
It lasts until the end of your next turn. So technically, if Control Flames isn't, if you class Control Flames as not being a fire spell, Lydia, it's totally fine.
I think
I will go after.
That's fine. Yeah. That's
Cool. And that's my turn.
Mav needs all the help you can get. Next up is those orange boys splashing about in the ocean.
Okay.
Very, very quickly. Sorry. Does Cece get another chance to?
Yeah. Why not? Give me. I'm not going to ask you to do a performance check because you did something very specifically, not just shouting. Like you made it so bright. And I think even with a 10 passive perception, Cece, because you're awake now, you suddenly out of the corner of your eye through the window, you see this light, and you're like, "It's on fire!" It's on fire. So what would you like to do now? You are lying in bed, and you have heard screaming, and you've seen light flickering through the window.
Just draw the curtains.
Oh, I'm going back to bed. Loud neighbours. I'm going to. She'll get up and look out the window. And
Mav's on fire.
Mav's on fire.
You've never seen him look like this before. It looks horrifying. He's on fire.
God.
And screaming.
Oh God, this is horrific. I think she hesitates a bit. You know, she's not a classic adventurer hero, but she will remember what Zoltish said to her. Zoltish.
Yeah. Can you quickly give me a perception check? Thank you so much for reminding me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is Zoltish here?
He's doing an Edward Cullen and he's just in the corner of your room. No, I'm kidding. I would never.
Wait, I'm using... Oh, God, that would be horrible, Lydia.
What do you mean? You've done that.
I like watch you sleep.
Lydia,
you've already given
done
me a
that.
character that's done that to me. Less creepily, but still. Am I rolling perception? Sorry.
Yeah, perception.
9.
As you get up and go to the window, you hear what can only be described as a dice rolling to the ground, like a tunk 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 on the ground.
Who's that? And she is running towards Mav, like.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna be fair and make sure that Cece has the full picture of things.
Yeah.
That house is extremely big, and the door is on the other side. So it would take rounds and rounds for you to get out and round to where the fight is happening, because literally Mav used Featherfall in order to just get out the window and be there, and you would have to Probably,
if I took a look, would I be like, oh no, like there's not like a bush down there that I'm like,
Well,
oh, it might break my fall.
yeah, you're 1 floor up, so it would be approximately, a 10-foot drop. Bit more, 12-foot drop.
12-foot drop. That's. Oh, man's on fire. Time to be a hero. I'm jumping out the window.
You leap from the window.
It's not a leap. It's fully like a fall. Like she one leg over, like hangs down and like, oh god.
Oh my god.
She fully Simons and ties together a shitty rope.
Yeah.
You take 5 points of falling damage. As it's that thing that you do fall on your feet, but it really goes up through your shins.
Yeah.
And you have, I would say, for the rest of your round, like 10 more feet, so you won't be in this. They are approximately, and literally what you can see is Mav is on fire, and you kind of see on the other side of him lit these figures that are like attacking. One particularly is like attacking him, but they are about like 50 feet away.
Oh, if they're like 50 feet away, do I still have my action? Or I feel like I've done a lot this round.
Yeah, but I didn't make you roll an athletics check to get out the window. I just gave you the damage. So I'm going to say that you've got, the upside to that.
Yeah, it's
that you get an action. So I'll let you do a bit of what you're good at.
Whichever one is like attacking Mav. I think there's one close to him. Can I make a wisdom save, please? It's got to be a 15.
It does. I rolled a 17.
Well, nothing happens then, Liz. Nothing happens. It's all good.
Right, you kind of reach out going, I don't know what new powers I've got, and you reach for something that you think you might be able to do, and you go, oh well, I can't.
Not that one.
Nope. Nope, that didn't work.
So can you now insert yourself into the initiative? I've sort of given you that moment, like you have it, like you're right after Mav, but now if you place yourself in the following round, you'll slip into initiative, if that makes sense.
So I'll come in after Mav next round.
No,
yeah, these guys.
I think Josh need to roll.
Okay. I was just going to put myself at the bottom of the initiative, but I can roll. I'm at the bottom of initiative anyway. That's fine.
Cool. Okay, I think that's everyone from that side. So we move over to the lighthouse. L
is going to run, and in spite of this one missing, he's still attacking my boy. No, I don't think he's going to run. I think he's going to pull out. He's going to pull out his bow. He's going to pull out his bow.
Did you move your hunter's mark over?
Yes. So there's a bonus action to do that. So.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll to hit with my bow. It was a 19 on the dice.
19 hits.
Plus 9, which is plus 8, 10, 15 points of damage with the bow.
That's good.
Ooh, baby.
Back at it again. Yeah, he's going to pull out his fletched arrows with turkey feathers, and I just aim straight for this one's torso. Nothing fancy.
With your passive perception, you see that there is. You just kind of see over the top. You see the edge of the island where it meets the like rope bridge. And you just see like long spindly fingers and a hand reach up over the edge of the cliff edge, and it's starting to pull itself up onto the grass.
Ooh, Lydia, what you trying to do to us,
Note
Lydia?
it.
I'm trying to kill you.
Yeah, yeah.
Do I have? How more clearly do I need to make it? Okay, so now that the other guy is dead, it's Jacques' turn. Right?
Yep.
Yep.
19.
19 on a hit for Spiny Boy.
Yeah.
And that does hit. That do a hit.
Wonderful, Lydia. Guess what? 9 points of damage.
Yeah.
And he is crab apple.
And he what?
He's crab apple. He's crab.
He's crab appled. Okay.
Yeah, that's Jacques' turn.
Cool. Fresh new round.
Fresh new round.
Did Orange Boy go?
They're doing a whole thing.
Oh, okay, all right, cool.
No one
Don't
No,
like
I think she means Orange Boy on my side.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't go, did he?
Yeah, it's his
It's
go
his
now,
go.
after Jack's.
It's his go. It's his go. He's going to
He can attempt to break the grapple should he wish.
He's gonna go to hit Jacques a couple of times. That is gonna fail. It's also gonna fail, and then he's going to get very frustrated at not being able to like smash into the top of the shell of this creature, and it's going to attempt to send out some quills your way, Elle.
How
So
can
it
you hit the
feels
face?
useful. That's 23.
To hit?
To
Or
hit
23
Jack.
quills?
No. 23 for some quills, an amount of small quills to hit you.
That hits, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so can you do a constitution saving throw
Oh.
and take 4 points of poison damage?
Yeah, take 4 points of poison damage, that's no problem. My con save is... 11.
You are poisoned, sir. You may
Oh, have all three of us shit ourselves now?
Yeah.
you may repeat your save at the end of your go? No, their go. Your go? No, and I wrote it down.
At the end of my go, I can make
It's
myself.
unreadable, that's all. Okay, so now it's a fresh new round.
Fresh round. Blue. Blue.
Blues. Okay, so this blue is going to
Blues
another
can do,
spirit.
you can do.
So it's going to bite to start off with. Miss. That's a hit at 19.
Cool. Wait, hold on. Just before you said it was looking rough. Before you do the second hit, you do take 2 points of fire damage on the bite.
2 points of damage.
Yep.
Yep. Still looking rough. It's not down yet though.
Okay.
So if you could, sir, please take 3 points of damage as it again just scrapes down like your chest where your pajamas are open.
Cool.
Okay.
Ah, you
That's that
cad.
guy. These guys have got no spears, so they have to try and move 5, 10, 15, 20, can get up. Get up to get down. That's a hit for its bite attack.
Yeah. It will take, hold on, 2 points of fire damage.
And you take 3 points of damage for the first attack at piercing. The second one misses. This one is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It can get to you. There it is. First one is 13. Does 13 hit?
Misses.
Cool.
Wait. My mage armor would have dropped by now. It does hit.
Okay. You take 2 points of damage. The second one is
It takes 3 points of damage back. Fire.
Does an 11 hit you?
11 misses.
Okay, cool. So that's all your damage.
Cool.
I'm gonna say have you turned around because you were kind of like turning to try and use your fire energy? Can you give me a quick perception check?
Yeah, 100%. Perception. Oh no.
Oh no.
That is a 12 minus 2, so 10.
There's like thrashing in the water and stuff happening, and you know there's more monsters like in the water, but they're not. That for some reason they haven't fully waded out yet.
I think in my head, like I'm getting that kind of behind the eyes, just thinking, oh god, this is it. Shit. And that's it. That's my turn.
What a incredibly accurate audio depiction of pulsar tinnitus.
Yep.
This is just like a real.
Mav, it's your go.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think Mav is just fully gonna try and hit one of these with a fireball. He's just gonna sort of like bring it into his hand and just kind of push at the first one that was hitting me.
I believe that's a disadvantage because they.
It is. Thank you, Lydia.
Thanks,
so that's
Lydia.
that's oh shit. That's only a 12 to hit.
That meets the AC. So you got him. Is it the one in the middle that you're going for?
The one that I've hit the most, basically.
Okay, it's cool. So that's the one that's sort of to your. I'm just going to move for a second. It's that one.
Yep. That's the one. That's 6 points of fire damage against it.
Okay, it's this time you just sort of see that all this fire has been like drying it and singeing it, and you sort of see this steam coming off it as its slimy skin is getting blistered, and it collapses and is gone.
Oh, I did it. Oh, yay! Looking round at the other two, yay! Fuck you! That's my turn.
Cool. Cece, I don't know where you are in the initiative. When are you playing?
I come after the orange guys.
Okay.
I'm right at the bottom.
Orange guys. Go, Cece, go.
Oh, okay. Cece's just fully running towards Mav, yelling like, Mav, get in the water, you're on fire! Mav! And she sees the two things behind him, and she is gonna cast. She doesn't really understand, she's just panicking, but like the sound of thunder is going to come from behind them, and she's going to cast Shatter and hit just those two.
Say it in the accent.
Yeah.
Shatter? No.
Shatter.
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 So they have to roll something, right?
Yeah, con saves, please.
That's 14 for the one that's nearest you, and 11 for the one that's right in front of you.
Ooh, they both fail, they do. So that's 3d8 points of damage. Oh, that's an 8, add 3 is 11, add 5 is 16 points of damage to them both. And they are both pushed. Wait, is that right?
Away?
No,
or?
no. No, I'm thinking of something else.
I legitimately did think that you just said they're both terched.
Which, to be fair,
Nope, that's it. That happens. That's all that happens. I was thinking of thunder wave.
the one that's nearest you is. Are you nearby, or did you like run and get near enough? Or
I would have run like I was like 50 feet away, so I ran 30 feet. So now I'm probably like 20 feet away. So Does that put
Okay.
me on the map yet?
No.
Not quite on the map
I'm not
yet,
quite on
but
the map.
you will be next round.
Um,
Cool. The one that's nearest you is looking extremely rough. It was the first bit of damage for the one that's right opposite Mav. But you can just see that, like, the shock of the vibrations and the sound clap that you just made actually ripped open their skin. And Mav, it is terrifying what just happened in front of you. Their skin is literally being ripped off.
I do feel kind of like, I kind of went, yeah, fuck you. It's in my mouth.
sorry, man. And then
Cool.
bonus action, I would like to Hexblade Curse, the one that's looking healthy.
Okay. The one that's right opposite Mav is cursed.
Yeah,
Is that your full go?
that's my full go.
Love everything
Is
about it.
is Mav still on fire?
Yes.
Terrifying. Okay. Lighthouse, right? Or
No, I'm just thinking. Can you give me a perception check, please, Cece?
yes, I can.
Go on, CC.
Just so that you get a fuller picture of what's going on.
Right, help me, Mona.
Do it for the brother. Do it for the dude.
Oh, thank you, Mona. That's a 17.
Ooh, okay. So what I'm going to say is this: you see some of the spears that have clattered to the floor. You see through the flames that engulf Mav to the immense amount of injuries and the blood that is geezering out of his back right now, and the bite marks on him. And then you see over the top of the rocks that are kind of near the shoreline. What happened?
You said geezering, which is probably a fine pronunciation for geysering, but in my mind the blood's coming out of Mav's back. You're like, all right, what's going on here then?
All right, you fucking slay.
I kind of like the idea that Mav's blood is actually super like that.
Ross Kemp on Mav.
Oh.
You see over the top of some big rocks that are on the shoreline, and you see that there are more coming out of the water. Your dark vision is making it extremely hard for you to kind of get a good idea, but you can see that there are people fighting each other in the water.
Oh.
That's what you can see, is that there are, they're trying to wade out of the water, but they're getting attacked by something that's behind them. So it's sort of hard to tell what's going on. Cool.
Oh.
Let's move over to the lighthouse. If someone in chat could go for a quick pee for me, that would be really good. I'd love that for me. So first off is L.
Yeah, he's going to take another shot. He's going to pull another
Don't forget
arrow
your
out.
poison.
Lydia, I've been tracking ammunition. I'm assuming we're doing that for this campaign, right?
Well, we are to start off with. I think once we get into downtime and you just have a sort of a lot of time to make as much as you like, but let's track it for now.
Oh my god, I swear
Nikki!
that
No,
Nikki.
fuck off.
that dice has to be weighted. I'm testing it. Tomorrow, someone remind me. I'm testing it.
Absolutely
Get that
not.
shit in a cup of water, for fuck's sake.
Fucking built different,
No,
guys.
no, you've painted so much paint on the one, so it's heavy.
No, that would have the opposite effect because the 20's bigger.
No, yeah, you haven't put much on the 20.
Fucking look.
So you put lead paint on the one.
Guys, we need to do a quick stream where we paint all of our dice, because this clearly
Yeah.
works.
I think we do.
Fucking built different. Right, Lydia. How's your cunt looking?
Oh,
How's my
babe,
what looking?
Babe, Jesus.
Sorry, what the fuck did you just say?
I said what you think I said, and I forgot that meaning of the word.
It's
I
so
bet-
sad because we can't clip that. That was a funny moment and we cannot clip it.
No. Everyone burn that from your ear, God.
Oh my god, Lydia, I'm so
You apologise right now.
I'm
Fucking
so
damage.
sorry.
Literally, what is your damage?
Damage is Fucking maths. Fucking
maths.
24 points of damage.
Oh my god. What does it look like as you absolutely obliterate? Remember that remember Jax is holding him.
Yeah, I think the arrow is just like, as it turns, it goes through the eye socket and out the ear, and just like barely any resistance, like through the skull, and it just falls limp in Jax's claw.
Yeah, he just kind of goes limp in the claw and is gone. However, we've got this guy who is just pulling himself up onto the cliff edge.
It's really nice of him to reveal himself now as I move my hunter's mark onto him.
Comes up and goes, "It's me!"
Lovely. Lovely.
Cool, but that's its go. So,
you forgot a guy. You forgot a man.
What man?
Jax.
Oh.
Yeah, what does Jax do?
This guy's just pulled himself up off a cliff, right?
Yeah.
Bye-bye, bitch. Jax is
Imagine if you just whacked him off the side again.
Jax is gonna push him off the cliff.
Is he gonna do a shove action?
Yeah.
Oh, can he?
Yeah, why not? It's a strength-based attack, right?
Is it opposed?
I don't know.
Shove. You can roll athletics or acrobatics. Jack's just kicking him off with one of his little spindly legs.
18 to as it kind of puts its weight as it sees the shove coming.
22.
It just pushes him off and he goes sailing down like the 100-foot drop into the ocean.
It's like that really supposedly dramatic scene in Titanic where the guy hits the propeller and gets cut in half, but because of his corpse spinning around, it's the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Because he goes, "Dum."
I'll say because of Jax's like position and the way that he does it, you see Jax like watch the body go down, and then you just see his eyes like come up and turn and look at you as it happens. You know, I'm not going to say that you can read the expression on this crowd.
Can I like sort of in loose pseudo initiative? Can I move what would have been my movement to go up to him?
Yeah.
That's it. I'm not gonna like obviously roll perception or anything, but like.
Okay, cool. So, moving freshly round. It is blue guy's go, right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, what it is something that you.
God, Lydia, I'm so sorry I said that sentence. I fully forgot about that meaning. It's such a wild thing to say.
It was a lot.
It's so completely out of character that I literally assumed that you'd said something else. Okay. So that happens. Then these guys are going to attack Mav.
Come at me.
First up, that's it. Rolled a 16. Neither of them have got spears, so this has got to be a bite and a claw. So we're looking.
Did CC just kill one of them?
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just heavily damaged.
Got real close, but she didn't kill him. So that is 4 points of damage as it sinks its teeth into you.
Sick. I'm gonna just do some damage to it as well. That is gonna be 2 points of fire damage as I lick it.
Ooh. And that is as it kind of bites in and the flames wrap up around its head, it just slumps down, almost like pushing down your body. It is dead, so I don't have to roll for the second attack. But the other one is going to completely ignore the fact that its friend just, these guys, they don't learn that quick. So this guy's going to go in, and I rolled a natural 20 on its bite attack.
Okay, well, whilst you roll that, I am just going to give it I'm going to give it 4 points of fire damage.
As Tom is expecting to go down here.
9 points of damage as it just chomps in on your throat. which they have all kind of gone through. You down?
I'm down.
It sees you like slumping, and Cece, what are you, 30 feet away?
20.
I'm
You're 20 feet away.
Yeah.
So you see Mav collapse to the ground, and you see the like Mav's blood dripping from its mouth, and it turns and sees you.
And that is the last thing that you kind of see in full sort of light, because as the flames sort of putter out on Mav's body, but
it just looks at you and goes, and a bunch of spines come out of its fingers. No, it doesn't. That's the wrong creature. It's got nothing ranged. So it has to attack Mav again.
Lydia!
2 fails. Wait, if it hits, right?
It does. Yeah, it hits. So you lose 2 death saves.
Guys, folks.
I don't have healing.
Folks.
It is CC's go, I think. It's Mav's go, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's Mav's go! Right. Oh my god, Mav.
It's just a straight roll, yeah? No con, nothing?
No.
Okay, that's a success.
14.
14.
I felt sick for a second there.
Yeah.
I felt really, really sick.
Real sick.
Tom, come to our house now and take my dice.
Okay, so that's Mav's go. This
Now it's my go? Oh no, it's the orange guys, whatever they're doing.
yeah, this guy attempts to move forward, gets an opportunity attack, which I'm just gonna roll for. And as it tries to go, it is killed. Now it is CC's go.
Okay, well all of this has happened really quickly, and to her, Mav's just gone down, so she's just needs to get this thing away from it. So she's gonna instinctively her wet sword appears in her hand, and she's just charging, running over, probably from the other direction, I think. Yeah, charging and trying to stand over Mav's body and take a swing at this. So that is, oh my god, 12? Does 12 hit?
12 meets it, so it eats it. I can't remember what the saying is.
It meets it, so yeah.
It meets it, so yeah. Oh, that's good. 6 plus 6 plus 2, because it's cursed, is 14 points of damage.
What does it look like?
Oh,
Kill it.
I think Cece just comes running over and like brings the water scimitar up and just like cleanly just takes the head off as it's going in for another bite of Mav, and she like boots it away with her foot. Oh my god. I'm just seeing if I can do anything as a bonus action.
Wait, did you just say you decapitated it and then kicked the head?
No, like kicked the body away so it didn't fall on Mav.
Like she goes in for a try with the head of it.
Mav, watch this.
It's that moment that every Lord of the Rings fan has of going, did you know that Viggo Mortensen actually broke his foot when he did that?
CC breaks her.
I am never bored of that fact. I never bore of it.
Oh, it's annoying. I just got. Oh, I healed. I'm feeling so much better though, guys. So much better after my fall out the window. Feeling fresh, unlike Mav. Can I, as a bonus action, just try and stop the bleeding?
His.
Yeah, his.
I mean, it's a bonus action.
I mean, I'm not saying
What's
I get
about?
anything. I'm not gonna get anything, but
I will say this: you can put your hand over the blood that's pouring out of him. Mechanically, I don't think that does a single thing, but it's really sweet of her to try.
she's trying. She's panicking. She's yelling. She's like, she's probably yelling for Elle or Jax.
We are so far away.
I know, but she's just panicking. She's like, help! Help! Can anyone help?
I'll say it's at this point. Wait, this guy. I'm cleaning up. This guy fell off the edge. We're gonna go into a looser initiative now, much looser. And in fact, would it be okay if we came out of this to help with the internet?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Boom. We're out.
Whilst we do, would you like me to make one more death saving throw?
Hang on a second.
Tom!
Hang on.
Top of the fuck.
Hang on a second, because something happens before that.
We're out about, babe. You can come up.
What happens is this, Cece, is you are like knelt down, like putting your hands on Mav, like trying to stop the blood from just seeping out and sinking into the like stony, sandy, rocky area. You see this other figure like bounding out of the water towards you, and for a second you wonder if it's another like foe. And you just hear this voice go, no, let me ask him, please, let me help. And he skids like on his knees, like skids up towards Mav and like scoops his arms round him and like holds Mav's face in his hands. And you see now that he's close. I mean, you have sort of that half elvish dark vision, so you don't see it. You see it in grayscale, if I'm right in thinking.
I think so.
But you see this long, slender gentleman with like extremely slender, tiny little like waist and like long body, and then these broad shoulders, ears have like a kind of webbing to them, long dreaded hair, big oval eyes, and you just see this look of like total focus on his face as he holds on to Mav, having sprinted using his full like sprinting capacity, and looking at Mav just goes, not yet. And he gives you, that would have been cooler if I'd rolled higher, 2 points of healing. Mav, you open your eyes to see the face of this gentleman with his hair like looking down like over you, like his sort of hair is sort of tumbling round you, and you are cradled in his arms. Are you all right? I'm sorry. And he like backs up and gives like a respectful distance and like stands up and straightens himself.
No, the pleasure's all mine, darling. Thank you for I assume your help.
Well, I did what I could. Oh, the two of you. Are you husband and wife? Because this is very attractive, the two of you.
Thank
what
you.
a fascinating thing to start off with.
What's going on? Can you explain what the hell is going on?
I'm so sorry. You're right. I have to get my priorities right. My name's Shay. I was nearby and I saw that there's a lot more of these creatures coming from sort of different parts. That these people are not the last. I can try and help as much as I can. I mean, you know, I don't mean to brag, but I could do this all night. I'll try and keep your shores as safe as possible. But are you here? Are you alone here?
We got another 2 with us, but they're up at the lighthouse. Do you think they got up the lighthouse? Do we need to go check on Elle and Jax?
Right, 2 people up at the lighthouse. Okay, you're pointing in that direction. I can go and check as I'm a pretty strong swimmer. I can get there fairly quickly if you want me to go and check on them. You look, I don't want to be rude, but you look a little, worse for wear.
Oh yes, I'm not going traveling anywhere. I'm going straight to bed. Thank you, though. Can I shoot a firebolt directly up into the air, and then as it sort of goes 60 foot up, I'm going to cast controlled flames on it again to sort of like essentially make a fuck off flare, hopefully,
nice.
to try and signal the other two.
L, let's just do let's pop a pin in that and go over to L. Where you were standing, looking out over the thing, can you give me a perception check?
My perception is pretty good, if I recall.
Yeah, you gotta be good.
What doth mine elven eye see with a 16?
It is dark. So you see up to a point, and I'll say this, with that, you can see that there is stuff moving around in the water right below you, but you can't see over onto the island until you just see the tiniest bit of like flame arcing in the sky, just so far away. So you get two pieces of information. The first of which is there's living things in the water below, and the second of which is the homestead is in a similar predicament. What would you like to do?
How far away is the home?
It's like half an hour if you
If you
run,
sprint,
right?
you could get there in 20 minutes.
Minutes. I actually have an extra 5 foot of movement per round. Even if you factor that into dashing, that actually
I did
translates
factor
to
that in, you
additional
massive
10
cunt.
foot per 6 seconds.
Yeah, that's why it's 20 minutes for you and 30 minutes for us.
Actually, how far away is it in feet? I'm not planning on running there.
Sorry, sorry. You want me to give you how many feet it
As
is
the crow
that you
flies, how many feet?
I'm
is
simply
that?
not going to give that to you. It's a 20-minute sprint. That's your
Okay, Lydia,
measurement.
could I roll at disadvantage with the upper end of my longbow's range to fire an arrow towards the homestead?
No. No, I think
It was described to me as a lot of going, like, backing around on yourself, so I'm like, oh, maybe as the crow flies, I could fucking hoof one.
no, I think that is fair enough when you describe it like that. I think the thing to remember is that over the many years, the paths are actually much straighter. I mean, getting up and down, it's more like this, vertically it's up and down, but the paths have been made fairly kind of straight. So yeah, you couldn't shoot off an arrow.
I mean, I could, it just wouldn't get there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Now, it's a good job that you and I stayed here, Jax, but whether or not we continue to do so is of paramount importance. I'm going to grab the arrows that I fired and I'm going to put them in a separate pouch. What do I do, Lydia? Lydia, what do I do?
I don't know, but I'm going to gently hurry you, just gently.
I'm going to stay here.
Yeah.
Because if it's that bad, they will run up to the lighthouse. Because the lighthouse
Jax
has to stay
starts doing that thing that crabs do where they kind of move from side to side a little bit, just sort of burning up some nervous energy after the fight.
Doing a dance? Is it just...
Hey, look, bud. If they're in need of help, they'll come up here. Mav is a smart guy, and Mav said that the lighthouse has to stay on. So
You just see his eyes like look towards where the flare was and then look back at you and just keeps like moving.
Do you want to go?
He's not moving. He's just like,
Vibing.
Look. I'm just doing what Maverick asked of me. Asked of me. We gave our word that we would stay to protect this lighthouse. So I guess it's eyes up, because it's an early morning, and you know I'm not a fan of those.
As soon as you say eyes up, his eyes like lay flat against the back of his shell to look upwards into the sky.
Crabs can look up to the sky.
I can't pick this crab up and tilt him ever so gently.
Cool. Okay, let's pop that to one side for a second. Back on the shoreline on the Homestead Island.
I just wait for 1, 2, 3. Oh no, they're dead.
What do you mean they're dead?
Well, they should have come back. They're dead.
It's only been 6 seconds. Mav, you've lost a lot of blood. I think we need to get you inside.
I'm very tired.
Yeah.
And I want to go home.
I'm scared. Right, let's
tell you what, I'm gonna go back out there and try and kill the other things that are in the water right now. You can join me if you want. But they'll be on shore in a second if I don't get back out there.
I can maybe fight for a little bit.
Yeah, you want to come join me? Yeah, that'd be grand. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Oh, I'm Cece. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
This is Mav. Sorry, Mav. Are you gonna be okay?
And he he takes it in for a second and watches you, and he just once again he puts his hand on your shoulder and gives you a kind of warm yet somehow penetrating stare. And
if Mav is two things, it is warm and penetrating.
And you get 7 points of healing back.
7 points of damage.
Funnily enough, my favorite kind of penetration is warm. Thank you very much.
And he goes, rest up. And he turns and just sprints back out into the sea and goes, come on, Cece!
Cece does not do an energetic jog. She's like, she just does a little, when you're crossing the road and like the car's coming?
The little British jog. The polite jog, yeah.
She does the polite jog to the water's edge.
She's like, moving no faster, but she's putting a little bit of effort with the arms to show you she cares.
I'm coming. And she's like, yeah, how many of them are there? Like, are there like hundreds?
For the sake of time, I'm gonna say this. Shay does a lot of fighting underwater, and not many actually get past him and onto shore. But I'm gonna say this: the sun is up, and it is well into the day by the time the breeze is off. He is swimming around and like finding pockets of like these creatures that have come onto the island, and then kind of calling over to you, and you're having to like find your way around, and you're really just sort of it's a funny thing because you can't really get right into the water and properly swim around. You're sort of standing ashore like shooing off an eldritch blast here and there. But can you just give me a general like it was a skill check? One athletics roll, one attack roll that can either be your sword or your eldritch blast. I don't mind which. I think it would probably be the same.
I don't have an eldritch blast, but yeah, I can do that. Right.
Like an attack roll, an athletics roll.
Got a Toll the Dead.
Yeah.
And a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so athletics roll is a 9. Bloody worn out. I'm not used to this. Attack roll is a. I can't read my dice very well. 19.
19's good, yeah.
And con save is 14.
You let me kind of narrate how the evening goes. This guy, as the sun begins to rise, you see that this guy, he has an intense, deep violet colored skin, and his dark hair, like there's parts of the ends of his hair that are a pale kind of lavender pink kind of color. He has like this light little waistcoat on. He appears to have no armor whatsoever, and he is extremely lithe and fast, and you keep losing him in the water, and then he'll pop up and shout, and you're like running over, and then by the time you get there to like help out, he's like moved on to the next area. And there are a couple of moments where he manages to like pull them out, like tempt them out onto the shore, and you both can like fight together. But it is hours of like hard work.
Mav's just sitting there writing.
Yeah, literally. Can I just say, I think, like, whilst they're sort of still in my eye line, Mav is still there. Like, Mav is absolutely going, I should probably go to bed, but...
I'll take his eyes off it.
Need to go to bed. I think at some point, actually, he will take the slightly bloodstained book that he always takes wherever he goes from his side. It's quite a small book, and actually, as opposed to most of his sort of kind of equipment and items and things that are usually sort of quite decadent and luxurious in their sort of like in their design, this one's just a very, very plain kind of leather notebook, and quite small as well. He sits for 10 minutes sort of preparing a page, and starts to write in illusory script about this this sort of like what is happening in front of him, specifically talking about the man from the mists, the salty encrusted suitor, and all of this kind of stuff. He starts to write these kind of words that start to fall from his pen.
Cece, over the course of the hours, wow, this is intense music. I'm gonna keep with it. I love it.
Yeah.
You take 8 points of damage,
okay.
And every time you take damage, like bits here and there from like scratches from creatures, Shay like screams out and seems to get quite emotional about it, because he feels like he's failed every time one kind of slips through the net and gets to you. And finally he sort of sits there, like doesn't sit there, but like puts his like hands on his knees and like looks up and goes, I think that's kind of the worst of it over. I mean, we could take a little rest now, and maybe like your own like peace of mind, I'd have a quick like scout around the island once you've had a rest, just to make sure there's nothing like hiding away in little corners.
I would love that. I'd love a little rest. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy that you turned up. I thought we were gonna die back there.
No, you did really, really well.
Thanks.
I'll walk you back to your house.
Oh, yeah, that would be lovely. Thank you.
So what's like the whole thing here? What's going on?
We
only, like, am I right in thinking that you just arrived today?
Bloody hell, yeah. We arrived yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on a big boat, weren't you?
Are you following us?
Well, I can see why you'd think that was really creepy, but like, if you let me explain for a second.
Oh, of course.
We actually me and my sister were like in the waters, like away from here, and like, where do I even start telling the story? Okay, so we were just like in the waters, like traveling around, me and my sister Anya, and we came across your boat that had like a lot of stuff written on the underside of it. There was like essentially saying you were on like a sacred kind of important mission. And we were like, oh, this kind of seems like the kind of stuff that we should be like helping out with. And then like, you guys were in trouble back there. Like, I don't know what you did to that hag, that like sea witch, but there was a lot going on there. And we were like getting rid of some stuff for you, and I'm not sure if you noticed because no one waved when we waved, but then like,
wait, when did you wave? When did you wave? You waved at us when?
There was like some like people that seemed really angry with you started climbing up onto the ship, and we were like, there was lots under the boat that we were like killing, me and my sister. And once we kind of did it and we saw that you guys kind of had it under control, we like waved, and then, but you didn't wave back, you just sailed off. So we were like, okay, they don't.
I'm so sorry. That's so rude.
No.
That's so rude. That's so rude. You helped us out and we didn't,
fine. But like, I sort of wanted to keep my distance a little bit. We were kind of interested in for like reasons that I'll explain if you even care. About
of course, yeah, of course. Look, come in. Like, come, take a seat.
I think you desperately need rest and stuff, don't you? I'll go and take a sleep in the sea. Maybe we can talk more about it like another time. But like the long and the short of it is, we didn't even know this place existed, and so like I thought that I'd just go and like check it out, and then there was like, it was crowded when I arrived, and I thought I'd like help you out a bit. My sister is not here, she's like nearby, but
all right.
I'm really glad that I did.
Me too, honestly. I think Mav would agree. You saved his life. I was really worried for a second because I can do a little bit of healing, but nothing like whatever you did.
I can only do a little bit as well. But I'm really glad that I can just kind of do a little bit. So I tell you what.
Do you want to come by for dinner this evening? Because we do need to rest, but so nice. Providing he's still alive, Elle cooks a mean fish. If that's okay with you?
Yeah, I sometimes eat fish. Yeah.
All right.
That's grand. I'm so I don't think I've ever like had a dinner on the surface, so I'll be really really interested. Brilliant. Well, I'll see you later on. I'm going to go and have a sleep in the water.
All right.
Did you sleep well, and send my regards to Mav.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check on him and stuff, but yeah, just that's our house for the next year, so
wow, cool. Okay, bye. And he just starts like walking backwards out of the door.
Bye.
I know he saved us and all, but
you go back into your room.
I go check on Mav first. Oh wait, yeah, I'll check on Mav. Would Mav have fallen asleep by now to rest?
I absolutely think. I mean, unless the DM has anything else to say, I absolutely think Mav has kind of got into his room, sort of sat down on like the seat where there's like a small desk at the side of his room, and kind of immediately fallen asleep and kind of slid under the desk slightly, and just kind of like slid off the chair and just like
He's wedged at a really precarious angle. He's not even
Really
like curled
precarious.
up neatly under the desk. He's just like half on the chair, half off the chair.
Like his head is kind of almost wedged between the bottom of the desk and the seat itself.
chair.
Like it's just kind of like that.
He's
Like
gonna get a major crick in his neck when he wakes up.
Can Cece just like move stuff slowly and gently move him to the floor? Like just so like if you're gonna sleep, like I can't move you, but like I can at least put a pillow under your head and like a blanket over you.
I just have images of her doing the kind of, but actually not killing someone for once.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, no, she's being really nice.
no.
I'm sort of tempted to ask you to roll a sleight of hand to see whether you managed it, but I won't because I know that like a grown man sleeping is fucking heavy, but I think Cece can get the chair out and like lower him down onto the ground. It would be really spiteful of me to make.
Please, I just don't want him to wake
Roll
up.
an attack roll at advantage. Now, do it.
But then I'll go back to my room, and remember I thought I heard a noise.
Okay.
So she's just
You're
gonna do a
gonna
lap
look
of the
in the room?
house, and she'll like do a lap of the house and then check her room.
All right. You can roll investigation or perception. I don't mind, but let me know which you rolled.
Perception. It's gonna be perception. Mona,
It's gotta be.
help me. It's gotta be.
Gonna be my guide.
Oh, that's okay. 16.
Okay, you do a lap of the house, everything, there's parts of this house that you haven't really seen yet because you guys were quite like, you ate your meal and just picked a room and went to bed pretty much. So there's, you realize as you walk through the kitchen, there's like a trapdoor down to a cellar, and you're like, okay, I'll check on that tomorrow. Like there's so much to this house that you haven't even realized yet. The plates from the breakfast from the previous lighthouse keepers, they're still out on the table. Everything is exactly kind of as you left it. And you get up to your room and you see on the ground a white round object.
Like a little pearl? I go pick it up.
You pick it up. It is a pearl. It's like a irregularly shaped, but basically spherical, beautiful pearl. Kind of, not unsizable. Not unsizable? You know what I mean. And that had like rolled onto the floor, and you pick it up, and it's in your hand, and it's beautiful.
Can I look at where it must have rolled off from, kind of thing?
For that would have to be an investigation.
All right.
That's you figuring it out with your brain.
Let me try it. Go on, Cece.
You know what you just found? You found a pearl.
Oh. Well, I rolled a 10. Minus 1 is 9.
Otherwise known as a terse cherry.
You don't know where it came from, but it landed next to the bed on the floor.
Did it come from me? Am I laying pearls?
If Cece may well come to that conclusion.
Who knows? This island's magical. Right, well that's weird. She's just gonna pop it in her little like front pouch. And then she's knackered, but she knows Elle's been up at the lighthouse and she's desperate to check he's okay. So she's gonna take a brisk walk there to check on Elle.
I'm gonna say this to you. That is a very honorable thing to do because you are sacrificing your long rest. And so you will have a point of exhaustion for the following day. But you make your way over there, you find Jacques and Elle.
Oh, you're right.
What does she see when she kind of crosses that rope bridge onto the island?
We're playing a game. It's a game that we that we all often play when we've just got like very little to do and stuff like that. And Jacques holds his claws out and forms as best a square as he can, and Elle lays sticks over them to create like a stacking sticks, and we're trying to see how big of a tower we can make.
Fucking adorable.
You're not dead then.
Oh hi, y'all okay? Y'all had some.
Jax immediately drops all the sticks and like runs up to Cece and just starts doing this near you.
I just pat his claws, like not really knowing what to do. I'm all right. Yeah, we got like attacked by like these things came out of the water, and a very beautiful man appeared and he helped us.
Oh, like a local?
He lives in the ocean. I think he's. Do I know Tritons? Do I know about Tritons? Is that a thing?
Was it a Triton?
You would. I'm not going to make you roll for that. You know that. You know about the existence of Tritons.
Yeah. I think he's a Triton. He followed our boat here. But so I invited.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh.
as an in-world question, because I really fucking love the comment about there was writing on the bottom of the ship.
Yeah, that's
because in a world with underwater sentient beings, why the fuck wouldn't there?
Yeah.
Is that common on long voyages and stuff like that?
Please roll for me a history check.
I've been on a lot of boats, Lydia.
Have you?
Yeah, because I'm a fisher.
Have you, or is that goddamn lie? You've been on
I've
no
been on
boat.
boats.
You've been on a crab and that's it.
You've been on a crab.
No, I've been a fisherman. Like,
Yeah, but that's not the same.
That's a rowboat, man.
Also,
That's a
you've not
small
been
boat.
under boats,
It's a
have you?
riverboat.
You've been on a boat.
think
Fucking
you've been on a boat?
fisherman.
well, do you know what? Fuck you.
He rolled a natural 20, didn't he?
No, I rolled a 17 on the dice and I'm proficient in history, so it's a 19.
Okay.
Feel good about your attitude now? Bitch.
You. I'm never sorry about my attitude. But I'm
he's been on
very
a
glad that you
boat.
know. You do, in fact, know of this. Various other. You haven't come across it firsthand because you've never been on a boat that sails on the ocean, but you've met fishermen who have done it, and the exchange of knowledge is that kind of way.
Yeah.
Humanoids that live underwater tend to put markings on the bottom of boats to communicate to other humanoids that live in the water about it's very similar to the code that
Yeah, I don't know what a good word for that is either. I was fully gonna say it and I was like, I don't.
I believe, I'm very happy to be proven wrong and I apologize, but I believe that you are allowed to use that word being hobo, but I'm very happy if it's not right and I apologize if it's not right, but I've looked up both ways and I think it's okay. But that code that used to be used a lot where they would score stuff on the house saying these people will give you a meal, or that is something that Tritons and Sea Elves and Water Genasi use on the underside of boats to let people know these people are bad, they're pirates, or these people are good, they will help you out if you're in a fix. And what Shay said to you was that essentially it said, leave these guys alone, they're on a sacred mission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And so that would have been. I'll explain that. And just be like, oh, that makes sense given the kind of the ooky nature of what's going on here. So I guess the like merfolks and whatnot, they see value in this lighthouse as much as maybe a sailor would. So that's interesting. But yeah, we had a couple of them attack. One of them held a knife above me as I lay there sleeping. He's gone. Another one scaled 120 foot up that cliff, only to be met with a boom boom. Ain't that right, pal?
Oh, I hold up my hands to Jax. Like
Jackson's
you're
gonna
doing
push
that,
Cece off the cliff.
No.
What are you gonna wield your wet knife with when you don't have any fucking hands, CC?
Jax has
Whatever you say, Paul. Whatever you say.
Right. But yeah. So he's called Shay.
Shay.
his Shay. He says he's here with his sister. They followed us. They yelled out when he said the hag was like attacking us when our boat got attacked, and they helped out. And I feel absolutely awful because they waved at us and nobody waved back. I would have if I'd seen. I'm normally really good at that stuff, you know. Gotta make sure you say goodbye to people. Thank them for their time. Thank them for coming. So I've invited them to dinner, you know, as sort of an apology / thank you. But I am very tired now.
Well, do you want to sleep in the...
Well, don't I need to, like, watch the lighthouse? Or do I just need to be here?
Well, I think mostly y'all just need to be here, but... I mean, I can stay here. Is something up with Mav? Do I need to go look at Mav? Like,
no, he fell on the floor. I threw a blanket over him and put a pillow under his head, but he is gonna be grouchy when he wakes up because that's not a comfortable sleeping position.
okay.
He did nearly die. He got fully set on fire, and then lots of blood came out of him.
Now you say that in that order makes me feel like the blood came out because of the fire, and I don't know that to be the true nature of those things.
I don't. No. It was because the things were trying to eat him. That was where the blood was coming from. I think he was the fire. I think he set himself on fire.
I mean, it's hard to say that I can't see that happening.
I'm not saying it was a good idea, but I think it was a solid defense mechanism on himself. So anyway, that's not important. The important thing is, I came to see how you were doing because obviously you've been like awake all night or whatever.
Yeah, I've been awake all night. Keeping watch.
So do I need to?
L looks fine. L in actual terms got his long rest because he just
slept through.
Because he tranced. He just fucking yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can stay if y'all want to just sleep.
Oh, do we think it's gonna be fine? Like, it's probably gonna be fine, right?
Yeah, but Maverick said that someone needs to be here, and he read the big book, and it's just like...
All right.
We said someone would be here or nearby at all times, and I don't feel right going back on that.
All right, then I'll stay. I'll stay here.
I do not often give my word.
All right.
Because I don't like keeping it, but I do.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it's important that you keep your word.
Yeah, I do.
Right. So, are you gonna go keep an eye on Mav now?
Is that what you'd like me to do?
I don't know. Don't you need to go sleep? You need to go sleep.
I'll be fine.
Right.
I'll just sleep in the day.
It is the day.
Or I'll sleep later.
Tonight.
Or, this afternoon, whenever I find time.
It is the afternoon, isn't it? It's like... How?
It's like first thing in the morning. It's like
It's
dawn,
not quite
right?
the afternoon.
Oh.
No, it's more like midday right now.
Oh, midday.
It's
fucking midday.
I was fighting for hours.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So, wait, I've been playing sticks with Jax for hours.
Yeah, you didn't come check on us. I'm exhausted and I came to check on you guys.
I was at the lighthouse. Don't fucking throw that at me.
No, I'm just saying.
When you're stacking sticks,
Yeah.
Michelle, time flies.
I know.
It really does, honestly. Once we were stacking sticks on the river, and we were like doing the lazy river thing, and I accidentally ended up about 4 cities over. Sometimes it gets away from y'all.
Well, I guess as long as you're both having fun, it's all that matters. It's not like there's anyone waiting for you at home, is there?
Wait, what? Home is kind of this like nebulous word. Like, I know where is your home?
I don't know what that means.
So
my
it's
home
like,
is in Wetu.
That was a rhetorical question. I wasn't specifically asking where Cece lived. I'm just sort of meaning like, where is one's home?
Well, it's where you live, innit?
Exactly. So I'm wherever I am is where I'm living.
Cece's too tired to really acknowledge it, so just nods. Good. Yeah. Yep. Great anecdote.
Cool.
Can we do like we did yesterday and have dinner up here?
I mean, does your friend know this?
Oh, I point to the house, but you know, if he turns up,
What if he doesn't show up?
that's
And then
you
we
know,
have dinner because
that's
dinner's
rude,
gonna be in
'cause I
like 8 hours. I suppose we're having a late one. So
yeah.
I mean, there's other animals down there that are kind of within our care that I'm gonna, just kind of make sure they're okay. And
Yeah,
then
of course.
then you want me to fish or what do you want to cook? Like what's?
Oh, I
He is just very quickly losing patience with this conversation.
Yeah.
Isn't she?
yeah. She's like, I don't understand. Do you know what? Have dinner down there. I'll stay here. Can someone just come get me? When Mav's ready, can he come take the next one?
Just quickly roll a straight intelligence check for me. I think you've got this already. I just want to reiterate something that Mav had said before.
We can go to the house. We just need to be. Elle knows it's like we can go to the house. We just need to have time to get back. We have to be. It can't be longer than 30 minutes, and it takes about 30 minutes. So we need to fucking.
Okay.
We can be nearby. Why don't you go to sleep? Me and Jax will go check up on Mav and leave dinner to me. I'll sort it.
All right. Am I sleeping here?
Well, I thought this was what you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm sleep. Yeah. She just shuts the door.
Bye. Elle and Jax are gonna walk down to the homestead. I'm just gonna sort of like keep it like do a little like can I do a survival check on the way just to like see if anyone's been like things have set foot on the island. I just want to see if anything other than us has been knocking about. 18.
Yeah, there is definitely signs of things having been. You can kind of see where things have crawled onto the island and then walked their way over to the homestead or over in that kind of direction. And then when you get to the edge of the bay where you can look out over the homestead, you can see various bodies where Shay and Cece have been busy.
Okay, I'm gonna walk to the homestead. First thing I'm gonna do is go into the home and find Mav because I don't know where Mav's sleeping. Find Mav and
you check a bunch of doors and then you just see him like splayed out on the floor of his room.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick him up and put him on the bed. Because like you can sleep on the floor where you want. Do not sleep on the cold. Like in my mind, it's like tiled.
It's not tiled, it's wood, but similar.
It's cold. It's cold hard. Yeah.
Fraction of difference.
It's not the kind of floor you want to be sleeping on. You want to be sleeping on in the outdoors if you're going to be sleeping on the floor. So yeah, he picks Mav up, puts Mav in the bed.
I fully don't think Mav wakes up, but he does probably stir in his sleep, and I think you hear the words Zilly, please, sort of come out of his mouth in a whimper.
Elle is far too polite to ever mention that to you. So he's gonna that's in there unwillingly. He's like, oh damn, oh no, I have to do with secrets again. And then he's gonna go, Lydia, if you will allow. I have a question and then a request.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, while these two are sleeping, I'm going to check up on the animals that are nearby the house because there were fawn and chickens, correct? At least. I'm going to check up, feed them, and that stuff. The question is, do fawn eat people the same, beat humanoids the same way pigs do?
They don't.
Okay.
No. They will eat like insects and grubs, but they're not like pigs are almost like they're verging on carrion. You know, that like they will genuinely feast on dead stuff.
Lydia, I have a really intense image of fawn picking up rotten fruit in the wild and holding their mouth open like a hippo to let insects like fester on it. Like they just sit there for like hours and then eat that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how else are they going to eat insects?
Yeah, it's satisfying.
And they'll get a little buzz from the rotten fruit turning into alcohol. Sorry. Sorry
it
to
is,
just throw that.
It's fairly straightforward feeding them. The sheds that are nearby have barrels, metal barrels that have painted on the front of them. Chicken feed, fawn feed, and it seems pretty straightforward. You can like freshen up bits of hay that are down and straw for comfort for them.
This is
I won't make you
animals.
roll for it. It's pretty easy. Like it's not too difficult to work it out.
It's animal care. Like that's fine. Like it's firmly he's just gonna make sure the chickens are okay. Just kind of look them over, make sure they don't have any ticks, and kind of do the same with the farm. And then I suppose he sort of has to go fishing.
Okay.
Right, here's the plan.
I mean, did you eat all of the fish from yesterday?
Yes.
There was like 15 fish.
There was 10 people's worth of fish.
Yeah.
The three of us ate 4 people's worth of fish. Jacques ate 6 people's worth of fish.
Does he always have to eat like that?
No. It was a fun narrative moment.
Right. Okay. That you're now regretting.
No, I'm not regretting at all because we have a smoker already for the fish.
That's true.
That I will begin to replenish.
Okay.
But it was our first night. It was a stressful day. Elle just wanted everyone to have a good, big, halfling-style feast.
So what you're saying is every single day from now on, we're going to have a good, big halfling feast, okay?
Yeah.
Mav is fully ready to go. It was a little bit... If I really stretch my mind, it can be a themed outdoor restaurant.
Look, I hit my thumb with a hammer very, very hard. I deserve, as a treat, I deserve a good big halfling feast.
Just sees Elle coming back with 10 people's worth of fish, and it's just like, I'm actually. Elle is going to go and fish for something a bit bigger. A single fish. He is going to take the dead bodies out in a little rowboat. Jacques is going to stay on the shore. He's not going to go too far, and he's going to throw the dead bodies out. And Elle's going to hold his yikuwa, and he is going to effectively spear hunt a larger fish, like one.
Okay,
big
can
boy.
you can you let's fucking do this, man. Let's fucking do this. You want to do this? Let's fucking do it.
Lydia, yeah, I'm a coastal ranger with the fisher background, Lydia. Yeah, I want to fucking do this.
Yeah. For starters, let's have an athletics check as you hoist. I think it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bodies.
I'm not gonna do all 8. Like I'm gonna take like 2.
Okay.
I don't
2
want
bodies.
something that can eat 8 human bodies, like 8 humanoid bodies.
Oh my god.
And Elle was never seen again.
Let's have that. What did you get for your athletics?
13 to move 2 bodies. With Jacques'
It's a little
help.
bit cumbersome.
Jacques' help. Also a 13.
Yeah, it's a little bit cumbersome and unpleasant, but you know, it slows you down because they're dead bodies, essentially, because they've got their people and all that
Can
kind
I
of thing.
gather the spears as well?
The spears?
Spears, Lydia.
Oh, spears? Yep.
There were
Yep.
3 spears.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to grab those as well.
So these are the bodies of the sea creatures that came out last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I got you. Oh yeah, that's right, because the other one's got hoofed into the ocean from yesterday. Yes. So now you are in a rowboat. Let's have a survival check for rowing out into the water. This is not with advantage because you said Jax is swimming.
Yeah, but it's advantage because I'm a coastal ranger and a fisherman.
Cool.
I love how sad this fishing trip is as well.
It's just melancholy.
The music.
19.
Fishing is inherently melancholy. How
All
much?
of the fish have
19.
names. They have families.
Did you say 18?
19.
19. Okay. Backing, and there is this kind of thick, dark blue blood that seeps out, and you start throwing bits of flesh out into the water. And you see like little fish come up and start nibbling at bits and pieces of it. And then you sort of are seeing Jax like coming bobbing above the water, and then there's a moment when the eyes kind of look and he is gone under the water. And as these little fish are like munching,
he's not near the food, right?
I do know that he's not near
Right,
the food.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm chumming the water.
Chumming the water, and as various different kinds of fish just nibble, suddenly broaching the water, a shark comes out and chomps down on not only the chum that you've put on the water, but all the fish that we're eating on the chum. Would you like to roll an attack?
I would love to, Lydia.
Let's start a little. I haven't got the stats for a shark. Let me quickly get them up.
So I have 3 spears and a yeekalwa in my hands. I do not have my bow on the boat. Let's go.
Fishing mini game time.
Do not know the stats for a shark.
Do you want me to find them?
I got it.
Tom, give us fishing game music. Fishing mini game.
What?
Beep, 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 beep.
What?
I said give us the music for a fishing mini game.
Ooh, ease. Okay, hold on. Okay,
It's gotta be chill and like bloop 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 bloop.
cool.
bloop, bloop.
Fishing with Al, and he's gonna catch a fish. He's gonna catch a fish, and he's gonna make it a dish. It's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be yummy.
I changed the music so you can stop with this.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Come on, Al, put that fish in my tummy. Bang, bang.
Okay, so the sharks initiative is 13.
Oh, I need to run initiative. 19.
Okay. And let's have Jax.
Oh. 12.
Okay, so you, Shark, Jax.
Just how we like it, baby. Shark
Okay.
sandwich.
So let's go. At the moment, it's just Roach has taken a mouthful of chum and fish.
Cool. Bonus action, Hunter's Mark. I'm
Yep.
then going to attack the shark with my yeekalwa by jumping in and grabbing hold of its dorsal fin and...
Okay.
What? It's cold.
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Right. Lydia,
I'll
what's it?
allow the attack, but you're not actually like
No, I know.
riding the shark because
I'm-
it would require.
Lydia,
kind of
I'm trying to
special-
paint a word picture. You know?
I
That's-
get it, and I really, really appreciate it. I just needed to make sure that you knew that you hadn't done something that special.
Well, what if I rolled a natural 20?
Okay, so it's quite special.
10, 8, 18, plus is 24, plus 2 is 26 points of damage.
You have a shark?
How many hit points does a shark have, Lydia?
A shark has 22.
We're eating shark for dinner.
You leap from the boat and plunge your weapon into the top of the shark, and it just goes straight through that spinal column, and it thrashes for a second, and then you and the shark just begin to like sink down into the water, and you just see Jacques like looking at you, like swimming frantically with his front feet. Was sort of ready. He was ready to try and help out, but he realizes he doesn't need to. The water is a fucking mess though, because it's now got shark blood as well as the chum.
Yeah, we need to move quick. I'm gonna climb back into the boat. Jax is gonna grab the shark. We're gonna go back to shore.
Okay, can you roll me in athletics for Jacques?
Yes, 11.
Are you happy now, Nikki? You killed a dog of the sea.
You sail, and Jacques is really struggling. This is a big fish, but so it's extremely slow. And there are times when he kind of drops, can't kind of keep hold of it very well, and drops it and has to go down and pick it up. So it takes a really long time to do it. And by the time it gets back to shore, it's a bit of a mess because he's had to, use his pincers, and he took little chunks out of it, and he looks really embarrassed by the
That's
the mess.
fine. I'm gonna pull the shark ashore because this is gonna be such a dinner. Fuck me, this is gonna take ages to cook. Lydia, I'm just gonna tell you what Elle's plan is.
Yeah.
Is to basically forage a bunch of like aromatics. Like not necessarily like good to eat aromatics. Does that make sense? Like
I don't know what you mean by that. No.
Fuck. I don't know. Like things with like thick stems and shit, like things that you would normally like pull to get like a tiny thing off.
You want to like cook it with the shark, but not actually eat that bit.
I want to make a parcel of greens, whether they are like, as long as it's all fucking edible, I don't care. Like if it's seaweed, that's fine. I want to get a big parcel of greens.
Okay, here's the problem though. Here's the problem that it sort of doesn't really involve rolling, which I'm just gonna, I'm not trying to be a dick here, but I am just gonna put out there. No one has been to the farm island yet where all the food is grown.
Yeah.
You don't really know the state of it. There are a small amount of there's like a little bit of the garden outside the homestead that has like mint growing, but it is extremely minimal. And full well, like Elle knows really well that the farmstead, the farming land has not been investigated yet.
I'm gonna grab any wild mint I can find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will do that. I won't make you roll for that. That's pretty easy. You spot it pretty quickly.
Rooney just made a very good joke.
Get out of chat, you two. Honestly.
I can't not. I'm fucking. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna grab all the wild mint I can find, and I'm basically gonna wrap it in like a big parcel.
Yeah.
God, this is gonna. And then basically, I need to find a space to make a fire now. No.
I mean,
Lydia.
You have a kitchen. I'm just going to remind you.
It's a fucking shark, Lydia.
You can hack that thing up small. That doesn't take very long.
Am I going to do that?
Fillet that shark.
Okay, but I just need everyone to know.
That shark.
Elle's first idea was to start a fire in a pit. Lower the shark into like unignited coals and bury it, and then light a fire on top of it. That was Elle's first plan: is to cook the shark whole underground.
With his survival knowledge, I think and how long it would take to hunt a shark,
it would take like
swim
3
it back.
days, yeah.
It would take way too long.
Yeah,
so with the time being what it is, and you wanting to have dinner ready for when Mav wakes up and the guy shows up, you would fillet a bit of the shark off and cook it in the oven. Not to be a real like downer, but like I think you would know that.
I'm gonna fillet a lot of them. Basically, I'm making like as many shark steaks as I can, and then I'm gonna put some in the smoker and bring out some of the smoked fish to make like shark jerky.
Yeah. I'll say this as well, seeing as you're cooking and you're around, like, you go into the storage cupboards and you realize that there is like an open trapdoor into a cellar underneath. And, you know, the kitchen, it has a huge stone oven and a hearth. With like, it has a separate fire pit sort of in the middle of the room and a hearth with a fire that you can cook on. So it has various different ways of cooking. There are various like tables that are just wooden top for like essentially the whole tabletop is like a chopping board. The dry room has loads of like clay pots that are all neatly labeled with the foods inside, lots of different like dried beans and pulses, and herbs are hanging from the beams in the storage room. When you pop down the ladder, you realize there's a much bigger storage area with bottles and bottles of liquids. It smells really strong of like fermenting things. There are barrels with labels for wine and beer, Picross, and Roddy and whiskey and vinegar and perry. There's also meats hanging and the smoking room that you found, it's kind of clumsily built onto the side of the house. But yeah, there's quite a lot of storage foods there.
Can I, right, smoke some shark?
Mm-hmm.
Some shark, like, I'm going to cut it into strips. My thought process being that these are going to be Jacques treats. The smoked shark.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cook a bunch of, like, the good, like, steaks. And then a bit of, like, the gamier, like, really tough parts. Can I look to stew some of it?
Like, to get stock, yeah.
Or not just stock, but also, like, the stew. Like, is there any, like, farm milk or, like, yogurt or something? Like, to, like...
Are you, like, boiling, like, shark guts with milk? What's going on?
Not guts, Lydia. Like, you know how, like, you marinate chicken in milk? Like...
Okay, yeah, okay.
In buttermilk, and you marinate lamb in yogurt. Like, these are all things that happen, guys.
Okay, I just misunderstood when you said, like, the tougher bits.
I meant, like, the tougher bits of meat. Like, we're not eating guts. That's future chum.
Let's have a re-roll for all of this, for the whole feast, which... I think will be a
survival?
I mean, it could be survival. I think the crux of it is survival, so let's go survival.
Wicked Game at this point has become a dating/cooking sim.
Fucking natural 20.
You got a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Jesus Christ.
What is this? What is this?
It sort of moves into late afternoon. It's been a really warm day on the island, and Mav is just sleeping all the way through. And you, not only have you cooked all this thing, but like Jacques has helped you clear the table in the dining room of like all the bits and bobs that were all like the breakfast stuff that was there. He's carried out plates and cups and stuff ready for the feast. And you kind of look at this spread that you've created of various different ways to eat shark, and little kind of side dishes of like minty yogurt and stuff like that. And you just feel immensely proud of the hard work that you did that day. Matt, I think it would be very fair to say that you wake up around now with the smell of herbs and cooking coming from downstairs.
Sick. I think the first thing in his mind is the green dragonborn that he saw last night. He is going to go over to his book that he probably left on the desk. He's going to open it to the last page that he wrote on with his illusory script, and go to the next page and start to write in actual ink.
Wait, sorry, I didn't pick up on it when you said it, but isn't illusory script one of the things, I beg you, leave me alone, that you can't use on the island?
Hey, This is us trying to tell the audience that there are some spells.
I just wanted to make sure. So when you open up the book, you realize that in your delirium of casting that spell, I'm sorry I didn't pick it up when you said it. In the delirium, you assumed you were casting this spell that you've cast 100 times before, but in your delirium, you weren't casting the spell, or it wasn't that you weren't. Why don't you roll Arcana for me?
Yeah. That is an Eisodosan 20.
Okay, you feel pretty clear about the fact. You remember casting it. You've done it so many times. The spell is one of the very first spells that you learn how to do, and it's not there. Whatever you wrote down isn't there. It didn't work. It didn't take.
Gonna keep track of that in my mind. How strange. And I think there's a few moments of writing some notes in my book. Zilly spoke to me, the ravaged land, sort of like whatever I saw in that dream. What can it mean? And then I will take myself down to breakfast dinner.
Okay, there's this incredible spread out, and Cece, I feel like you have done, you slept, you woke on that, that little cot inside the lighthouse, and I think she sits on the edge of that cot, and I don't want to impress upon you the way that she thinks because she's your character, but I'd imagine there's a moment of like, what did we say?
Yeah, oh, for sure. For sure. Well, shit, I just really wanted to sleep. What am I? I think she just
You definitely feel hungry. I mean, you haven't eaten in since the last time you ate a whole load of fish.
She's imagining Mav like in a book or like or whatever or like and Elle playing that game with Jax and like probably Mav talking to Shane, just getting lost in conversation, and she's going, they will not come get me. And she'll just look up the lighthouse, be like, you're gonna be alright, right? You're not gonna go out. I'm just gonna be over there. And I just really need to eat. And
that bright fuchsia light keeps on shining.
Great. Look at you. You don't need me. You don't need me. She's losing it already. And she's gonna like head over to the island. Just every now and then she like just turns around to look at the lighthouse like, you alright? Still going.
Elle would be looking to have been like packing it to carry it up there.
It's alright, I'll come. I thought you put on a spread.
No. We'd cleaned up all the mess from the people from before.
It's fine, I'll come back.
I think you're just starting to kind of think about making a move, and Mav, you're sort of like wondering when there's a nice clean table why that would happen when Cece steps in through the door, and the three of you are in the homestead together.
Oh,
hey.
I was gonna bring everyone, and I was gonna wait for your friend to show up, and then I was gonna.
Oh, that's right. I had a word with Lighthouse up there, and I think they're gonna be fine.
You did what?
I had a word
with
the Lighthouse.
Okay, now you know that can't happen, right?
Yeah, I'm doing that like metaphorical thing you talk about. I just
right.
I thought I'd rather we all be together and make sure you're okay.
I mean, absolutely. Now.
So, sorry, when you say metaphor, did you actually speak to the lighthouse?
Yeah, I said words out loud to it, yeah.
Oh, darling, I don't think that's a metaphor.
I mean, it's not. It's not.
I think that's lunacy, darling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
That's when you go swimming on a full moon.
Wait, what is?
The lunar sea.
Mav just looks down at his hands in his lap.
Mav, how are you feeling?
I'm here.
I will. Yeah, you looked a bit rough. This morning, I suppose.
Yeah.
I will just say, I don't know if this is news to y'all. Try not to sleep on a hard, wet floor. You will get piles.
I'm not sleeping on the floor. Mav was on the floor.
Yeah, now, because of the sea air and whatnot, hard, wet floor it's bad for your anus and it's not great for your back.
All right.
Like,
you know what? I appreciate. I think.
Am I interrupting? I heard anus.
All right. Shay, come in. This is well, you met Mav.
Give me 2 moments, please. Thank you.
All right.
Running off to do makeup.
That was Mav.
Am I early? Should I come back? I can come back.
No. Come in.
Yeah, I mean...
Welcome. This is Elle. This is Jax. And I just...
Wonderful to meet you. He kind of like indicates to see tentatively if it would be okay to hug you, Cece.
Yeah, come in.
And he kind of squeezes you really hard. It's incredibly a genuine hug. And then puts out a hand to Elle to shake and says, "My name's Shay. Very nice to meet you."
Oh, it's a genuine pleasure. What y'all had shark before? I assume you had.
Okay, shark. Okay, that's challenging for me, but I'll give it a try.
Oh,
okay.
Wait, we might have something else around here. Let me.
No, I can definitely try that. No, that's fine. I'm sorry my sister couldn't be here today. She'll maybe come and say hi another time, but
Oh, that's all right.
For this evening. Wow. This is a really lovely house that you've got. Wonderful.
Thank you. Look, come in. Can I get you something to drink? And Cece's gonna immediately go into like hostess mode and try and find like drinks and things.
Just whatever you've got. I've not like as I said before, I've never had like I don't know how to put it really, but like I've never eaten a dry meal before. So I'll just take whatever you offer me. I just really want to kind of experience what food's like up here.
All right. Well, I don't think this is going to be what normal food is necessarily like. You know, we're working with like bare bones here. You know, we don't even have a cook.
I think at this point you kind of hear. Did someone say bone?
All right, Mav.
Sorry, darlings. I just remembered I left the. How are you?
He steps forward with again, like indicating if he could come in for a hug. He feels very familiar with you.
I think, yeah. He absolutely goes in for the hug. Yeah, absolutely. May I just thank you once again for last night. It's not often I say that without. Anyway, how are you? How do you?
Oh, grand.
Good. And you're eating with us tonight?
I'm certainly hoping to try. Yeah.
Wonderful.
I'm so grateful that I realize you'd not been on the island for very long, and if honestly, I would have completely understood if you'd been like, can we just get to know each other first before you show up and barge in. So I'm really grateful. wow. What? So he takes a drink. Cece, you like went to go and get him a drink.
Yeah.
And so, what's this? It smells. What is this?
I think it used to be wine.
Okay.
Is it
Now,
does it look
just
good
because
to
I
me?
don't want to do a faux pas, do you drink it all at once, or is it a sipping?
No. You
Yes,
sort
yes.
no, don't listen to Matt. You sip it. It's like you sip it while you you chat before everyone sits down to eat. It's something to like do and like just hold while you're like chatting to everyone. There's normally more people than this, but
Oh, right. Okay. And you all sort of sit down to this meal, and
Alan's just gonna keep bringing out more. Like just.
he sort of takes a little while to eat the shark, and then he does eat a piece and goes, "Oh my god, that tastes really good. You did a really, really good job on that. I did not think the shark was going to taste like that at
And
all."
it's only now Mav and Cece dare put any in their mouth.
I think at that point, I think Mav has absolutely been just sort of like chewing away, and as soon as he hears that, he's like, "Oh, shark."
Well, yeah, like Cece said that we was gonna have a guest, and I thought, well, like I didn't know who or what, so I just thought it's the biggest fish I could find. I'm sorry I couldn't find anything a bit more like.
No. It's all well and good. Don't sharks eat people?
I mean, they can. They mostly just sort of like eat whatever's kind of knocking about, but it's okay if you just kind of like chum the water with kind of like whatever you got, and then you just kind of like dive in and grab the shark, and then you just kind of get at it. I've got teeth if you need them.
Did you kill this shark all on your own?
Oh yeah, it was just earlier today.
That's really impressive.
well done.
I mean,
What did you use for charm?
I mean, there were bodies on the beach. I assumed it was those that attacked y'all's last night.
What's chum?
It's like fishing bait, but
Oh, like little worms and stuff.
yeah, kinda. Hey, Cease,
Yeah.
if I said you had a delicate sensibility, would that offend you?
And not if I choose not to. No, are you being
Chum
offensive?
is usually made up of guts and or other parts that are inedible for average people, and then what you do is you throw that into the water to encourage small like bottom feeders up to the surface, and that encourages a bigger fish.
Oh, all right.
It's a way of fishing sometimes if like there's too many predators in the body of water, and you kind of need to get rid of some to keep the ecosystem. Because what you don't want to do is constantly fish small fish. You kind of want to break it up so that the ecosystem recovers at like a natural rate.
Yeah, absolutely.
This won't be a regular thing. I feel like I maybe need to say that. I don't make a habit of this.
Oh no! Oh, shark! You don't normally eat shark then.
I mean, I have, but I prefer to eat something that I've like hunted.
Right. Okay.
So I've not had shark served to me because I don't know all that many people that have
I'm
got a shark.
No, I don't. I've eaten lots of stuff. I probably had shark at some point, but it wasn't really presented like this. It was like small.
I think that's just
So
a fish.
so how do you all know each other? How are you like?
Excellent
We
question.
don't.
We
Really?
We don't really. No, we all just took this job, you see.
Yeah.
And we all thought, or at least I know I did, and I'm pretty sure Mav did too. We thought it was going to be like We just got to go to an island, a nice paradise island, and just like hang
Yeah.
out and like just keep an eye on a lighthouse.
You must be well
it's
chuffed because it's absolute paradise here.
Yeah, it's largely been exactly what I've expected thus far.
Oh, oh. I was not expecting this. I thought there would be staff and like.
I mean, I can make you a staff.
Oh no, darling, I don't mean like that. I mean, you know, like people.
I mean, we're
Other people.
like friends.
Yeah, I guess they're like friends sometimes, but like,
Friends that you pay.
yeah, like friends you pay to be like maids and stuff.
Oh, you mean like servants?
Yeah, we call them staff. Like,
Well, I mean, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you do call them staff or friends you pay.
Do you not have staff in households where you're from?
I mean, I'm not me or kind of the people. No, we don't really kind of. No, and I don't know. It's hard to say where I'm from, in kind of like a honest sense.
I mean, that's a very good point. We don't. Mav is an incredible. Mav here is an incredible author. You should read some of his books. I got a couple
really?
upstairs. They're so good, honestly, incredible.
I'd love to.
Oh wait, give me 1 second, and Cece's gonna run upstairs and just grab one of them.
And so, where are you from, Mav? Where have you come from?
The capital. Cece, you don't have to. I think she's gone. Yes, Grand Pylee, the jewel of the Iridian Empire. It's
Is it nice there? Did you like it?
It was yes, it was a wonderful place. Parties and gatherings and
Oh, you like to party there, do you?
darling, please. I have partied with the best of them. But what about you, Shay? What brings you here? Where have you come from?
My sister and I are traveling. I guess we're from a place where I don't really know how to describe it, but in the city where we live, it's not compulsory, but it's kind of advised that before you really get into your life, before you kind of start a big career or whatever, if you think you're going to get really stuck into life, as it were, as a grown person, that you take a bit of time to appreciate like what we got a very specific kind of philosophy where we live, and it's kind of important you go and live where we don't have that philosophy. And so me and my sister have done that, and we're doing that. And so far, I mean, from my perspective, it's going really, really well. I think she might have a little bit of a different perspective, but
Right.
It's like a cultural exchange type thing. Like y'all's go out
Kind
to the
of,
world and.
there's no kind of swapping, but it's definitely like a journey for us to realize why it is that we live the way that we do.
And if y'all don't mind me asking, how is it that y'all's live that's so different that y'all feel the need to kind of experience this? And I say this because like where you are now, like where we are and what you're experiencing, it's leagues away from what Mr. Spells here would have been.
Okay. Well, we have a strong philosophy of giving and receiving help and being protectors and helpers for people who need it. And there is no kind of greater aspiration to each person that lives in our society. There is no greater aspiration than to be someone who could give help freely and constantly, and also on the flip side of that, graciously accept help. So we live our lives to keep our hearts open and be generous. And in order to, I just always lived in our city, and we're a very close family. My mum's kind of an important person in our city, and she kind of had a conversation with us, or with me kind of specifically, that was like, you need to understand that not every society lives like this, so you better get out there. And I'm really glad that we did, because honestly, it's made me realize so clearly, I've been gone for quite a long time now, and it's really made me realize just how fulfilling it is, the way that we live. And that's I don't want that to come across as rude, but
no, it's fine, because you won't find people that live like that where Maverick's from, and it's just I've got a lot of respect. I'm sort of doing a similar thing myself, and I've just been doing it for a little while.
Oh God.
I need to go.
I think you really do get it, don't you?
Yeah, I need to go outside a second.
Are you?
Cece comes running downstairs as Elle's running out the door, like, oh, here it is. I wasn't sure which one you'd wanted, but
thank you so much.
Can I?
He holds it and goes, "This doesn't feel overly waterproof."
No, don't take it underwater.
Can I see the title of this one, Lydia?
Yeah, you
the fuck Bible.
Roll a d20 and pick something off your list.
Fuck Bible.
The fuck Bible.
It's Mav's jaunt into non-fiction.
That was a nat 1.
It's the fuck Bible.
I suppose if you're going to have one, then
it's the original. It's what's one of Mav's early ones.
It's the first book you wrote. That means
I think it's the first book, and I look at it, and I look up at Cece, and kind of, yes. Well,
look,
it's
the first one. Yeah. Oh, you sell it, Mav. Sorry.
Well, no. This was what started it all, really. The book seems terribly pretentious, really, now that I think back on it. But the book actually does not have a title. The title, in my younger state, the title is whatever you took from the writing.
Oh, is that why it's blank?
I think Mav was sort of starting to go like get quite kind of proud of it, and then kind of went, yes.
I think it's very clever.
Thank you. Yes, well, I mean, look, if you're here for a while, you're more than welcome to read it in its entirety. It's not very long, but yes, that would be I would say my inaugural.
I would absolutely love to read this book. I wasn't going to stay. I was going to, I'm going to be kind of in the area, but it's not really right for me to just stick around for a long period of time, and it's not waterproof. Although I'm sure I could make like a protector to take it with me, if you would loan it to me for a little while.
I would. Well, I couldn't say, it's not my book.
No, I'll leave it here. I'll come back. Maybe
it's
at
okay.
some point
It was just
a
a gift. So it like means a lot to me. But I tell you what.
Oh, I definitely won't take it then. I definitely won't. No, oh my word. I
I'll
nearly
leave
took that
it.
book away with me. Oh my god, I can't believe it.
No. I tell you what. Look, I'm gonna leave it out here over there. Like I'm gonna leave my books over on that side table over there. If you're ever about and we're not around and you just want to come sit and read a couple of chapters or whatever, then just pop in and read.
Oh, that's so kind of you. Maybe at one point I'll manage to get my sister to come and meet you. She's really nice. He kind of looks, he's drunk a little bit of wine now and the food's been kind of eaten. And he goes, I'm going to be, maybe I shouldn't say this, but she struggles a little bit with the concept of dry, which sounds a bit strange, but we've lived our whole lives under the water. And when I kind of said, let's go up and have dinner, and she was like, but I won't be able to breathe. And I was like, I think you will. And she'd be like, I'll have a panic attack. And I was like, you won't, they're really nice. And she was like, but everything will be so dry and yet a little bit oily. And I was like, don't you think about it. Just don't think about it. So she's sort of stayed where we were staying before, and she's having a read. But maybe I'll be able to convince her to come.
Maybe
I think you'd really.
Perhaps we can come to her at some point.
Yeah, maybe we can meet on the shore, so she doesn't have to come all the way out of the water or something.
Oh, that's so kind of you.
You were discussing where you came from. I don't think you ever specified the name of your city. It sounds fascinating.
Oh, it's a long way from here. And
Darling,
he says a name that is kind of like dolphin sounds. He says it kind of in Aquan, and there's just like a kind of like long chittering sound that comes out. And
correct me if I'm wrong, but you come from
I mean, you've made a great attempt at it. I guess if you're going to translate it directly into common, that'd be kind of what it sounded like. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Mav personally is kind of quite happy to like exchange pleasantries and flirt for pretty much the rest of the night.
He as the more he drinks, he gets a little bit more flirty. He sort of he learned his lesson from the last time that he met you, which is it's not as appropriate as he thinks it is just to blurt stuff out. So he's trying to learn subtlety, but he is. Why don't you roll me a little history? Either of you roll a little history.
I'm not going to stay away too long. As soon as the conversation veers off of civic duty and selfless acts, I'll probably head back in.
24.
13.
Cece, you're just very interested by what he's sort of talking about a little bit. Mav, you perhaps did some research when you were thinking about doing a book on some aquatic race, that Triton communities especially have this, they're very emotional people. They celebrate emotions, good and bad. They sort of want to feel everything. And Maria, the goddess of water and the ocean, very much encompasses that as well, which, it encourages people to experience every single emotion as much as possible. And he is why don't you roll an insight check for the evening? Either of you can.
Oh, mine's.
In fact, all three of you can if you want.
Dog shit. That's 2.
12.
He seems nice.
14.
I'm
also
okay,
sober, if that helps any.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You can tell with him that he is trying to kind of mimic what he imagines is the appropriate way to behave in front of people, but you see flickers of emotion bubble up, and you see him often want to start a sentence and then like pack it away again because he realizes that it's not the way that people on land talk to one another. But he is hiding a lot of his like effervescent personality in order to be appropriate at the table. And the night goes on and more wine is drunk, and he sort of talks with great emotion about his home, and then he says that he should go to bed and leave you guys to it, and he gives everyone a impassioned hug, and including Jacques, and he makes his leave that evening. And you go to bed, I assume, or no? Well, I mean, I don't know how tired you are because you're sort of solid. You just wake up.
Alan's gonna pack away and do his best to store food, any storable food to store, even if it's just like overnight kind of thing, so we can eat it tomorrow. Anything that can't be stored will get given to anything that's appropriate to the farm. And then anything that's not to Jacques, because he's a fucking absolute gannet, and he will just eat as long as it's there. And I think Ella's gonna sort of mindlessly be talking about like, I mean, if I'm being honest, I think it's just really not on. I don't think a civilization can kind of ask that of its people. This kind of like mindless self-sacrifice. Like I just don't think that you should be able to ask that of someone.
No. I mean, quite. I quite agree. People should be free to want what they want, to like what they like, and to drink however much they want to drink.
I mean,
you don't want to help people.
It's not that I don't want to help. I've helped plenty of people. I just mean like I don't appreciate having the kind of not said but unsaid but kind of said implication that if you don't do a certain thing, then you're not a good person just because it maybe doesn't vibe with how you want to live your life and stuff. Like I don't think a city or town or people or a ruler can kind of should be able to ask that of someone. I think it should be offered willingly, and I think if people aren't willing to go, then they shouldn't have to just hide. I think they should be able to live comfortably.
I think as Elle's sort of saying that, Mav has sort of got up, taken like the picture of whatever alcoholic substance there is, and just kind of poured a large glass, kind of handed it towards Elle.
Oh, I appreciate y'all, but you should maybe put that back in because there is a finite amount down there, and also I don't drink alcohol. I appreciate it. Yeah, what I'm saying, Miss Maverick, is that there's only so much of that.
Right. Yes.
Right. But, well, I think I'm gonna try and get. I know I only woke up not so long ago, but it looks like there's lots of work to be done. And
I mean, yeah, I cleaned and fed the animals yesterday.
You mean today?
Today, and did the fishing and the cooking, and I cleaned the house.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go and look after the lighthouse?
I'll go do it. I'll go do it tonight.
No. Allow me, please. I will.
All right.
I will go and. Yes, I will go.
All right.
Sleep well, both of you.
Thank you.
I will see you in the morning, or whenever I see you. And I think as he leaves, Mav is gonna sort of like just try and take the book with him that has been left on the table. Okay, like not like entirely surreptitiously, but he's gonna sort of take the book and kind of tuck it under his arm, and he's gonna sort of walk back to the lighthouse.
Okay.
Like a sitcom dad taking a newspaper to the toilet.
Yeah.
Great. So what we're going to do now is gently slide into a different kind of time passing. The first thing I'd say is, Cece, when you wake up in the morning, you are holding a pearl in your hand. That one's in there. You now got 2 pearls.
Joltish? Do I make pearls now? I never really understood magic. Maybe. I make pearls. And she just pops it in a thing.
I'll say this because we're slipping into like downtime kind of time now. Every morning when you wake, you are holding a pearl in your hand. And
Broken economy.
I'm going to tell you some things that happen during downtime. And I think next week we'll kick next week off with you guys for what you are training yourselves in. But
Cool.
I'm going to just sort of loosely tell you what that downtime feels like, because y'all didn't even get an opportunity to unpack yet. So,
What are you talking about, Lydia?
you know, as
I
days
took my fishing rod out of my
pass,
bag. I don't. How much more unpacked can someone be?
you spend, you know, the following days, you know, you row over to the farm island. You discover that there are fawn there that are hungry and hadn't been fed. And there is, in fact, a baby fawn there as well that looks a little bit sickly and needs looking after. And there you get to know, essentially, I won't really make you roll for it because it would require really understanding who's going where, and we don't quite have the time to do that. But you see that there is a huge amount of farmland, and it had not been properly tended. You know, there are stuff that should have been harvested that is rotting on the ground. You look in the logs for what you're meant to be doing, and you realize that the winter barley should have been put in the ground and it hasn't been. There are a lot of things that you discover that you essentially have to get to work really, really quickly to try and make up for time. Otherwise, you're going to have this patch of time where food is scarce, and you've wasted quite a lot of food. Opening up the various crates, you discover packets of seeds, you discover all sorts of things that are in there. There is, you know, for example, there are areas of the island that are for harvesting of stuff like foraging food, and a lot of that, like apples and pears and stuff, have fallen onto the ground, and wasps and bees are kind of getting to it before you can eat it. But having said that, you have chickens. You've got 7 chickens, 2 roosters that are on the homestead place that provide eggs regularly. The roosters don't, obviously, but the chickens do. There are wild pheasants that roam around parts of the island. There are walnuts ready to be harvested. There's quite a lot of food, but it is a lot of hard work, constant, all day long, hard work. And again, we won't go into each of the encounters, but you do come across pockets where some of those sea creatures had come on land, but they'd come onto like the farm island. So there are moments where you do have to fight them away. And it is generally kind of a little bit scary traveling around. You know, I think you guys probably would come to the conclusion that traveling on your own is not a great idea. It's better, if you're going to go to the farm island, it's good to go as a 2. I would say over the following month, you fully investigate all the islands, or the 3 main islands for sure, and understand your way around it, and you understand all the jobs that are involved in it. Cece, you have a month's worth of pearls now in your front pocket.
So many
30
pearls.
And you can level up. I'll be happy for you to take a level up. Mav, you have not successfully been able to use illusory script since. And you have in fact discovered from spells that you did not know but you brought because you bought a couple of spells before, that you wanted to learn on the way, that there are various other communication spells that don't work on this island for no reason that you can comprehend.
Curious, sir? Curious, sir.
L.
Yeah.
There is a day in that month where you have sailed to the West Island. You're investigating to just see for yourself.
I think if you'll allow, I think I'm looking for more apples. And I think it's early on because with bees and apples, I think for both of them, but mostly Mav, I think Elle is going to try and secretly start a barrel of cider, but like sea salt and honey apple cider from a halfling recipe that he's remembered from that time he spent, that brief 60 years he spent in a halfling village. Not that he has any intention of drinking it, but Jack's really liked it. And he's confident that Mav will too. So I think he's going to, assuming that the kind of like untamed like pheasant like turkey lands is kind of L's to maintain like a kind of little gameskeeper. He's gonna like start a barrel there, like hide a barrel in a tree trunk and start a...
Incredible. So you find your way over just to try and kind of have a recce of this place and work out what's there and if this would be a good spot to hide away this little project that you're going to work on. And you happen across a bunch of little shrines, and essentially there is kind of like along where the beach becomes land, there are a number of small shrines that have popped up to different gods there. You've already seen the very kind of pretty building temple to Tish, but you see these shrines, and you're going along, especially like looking out for the few that you particularly follow. And you look up to see, not far away from you, a man doubled over looking at one of the shrines, and he is holding on to the top of the shrine, but he's looking directly at you, and he stands up straight and starts sprinting towards you going, I fucking see you this time. And he throws a sword at you.
I have a question. How far away from this shrine am I?
You are maybe 30 feet.
Do I just, when I see this guy doubled over this thing, I think my first thought would be, what shrine is that? Like from where I am,
roll
is
me a
there...
perception check.
Oh, fucking... 13 plus my perception, which is something... Oh, 19.
This shrine it's not difficult for you to work out what's on it. It is very clearly the Swift Maiden. And it has indeed in front of the image of the Swift Maiden a dish in front of it with some objects in it that you won't be able to see until you get closer. A 20 is his attack roll.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I am a ranger.
As this sword hits straight into your chest for 12 points of damage, he comes up and he puts his like leg on your body and pulls his sword back out and goes to like attack you again, and then is gone. And as you see him disappear into the air, you see his expression. Roll me a quick insight check.
It's going to be amazing.
This elven man has long, dark hair. He is slender. He is wearing light clothes with a leather jacket. And
Lydia, is this me?
This is not you. His hair is darker and his skin is paler. Though he has freckles.
My insight is 12.
As he begins to disappear, he's looking at you, and you see the expression. His mouth forms a word that you can't hear, but you recognize it to be "No, I see." As he disappears, and like dandelion seeds in the coastal wind, and then he is gone. But the wound in your chest is still very real.
Jesus, I mean, have I ever had anything like that before?
No. It is, in fact, not overly in your remit to have somebody attack you in that fashion.
Not at all.
Like, they didn't ask for money. Like, you know that there are people out there who are bandits. They usually ask for money first. You know, this guy had this point of recognition, and you don't recognize him. And it seemed intent on trying to get at you.
Like, did it feel like he was at Av's shrine waiting for me?
I don't think that you would be able to tell whether he was waiting or not.
Okay.
But he was like leaning on the shrine.
I think this is like hella fucked, but Elle is a chill dude, and he actually got a little bit excited at the idea of seeing Av's shrine. So he's going to just park that for a second, because like there's nothing more to be done on that right now.
Yeah.
He's going to just kind of like clean himself up and kind of walk up over to the Swift Maiden's shrine and be like, maybe that was because I haven't had a chance to do this in a while. And he's going to, I specifically mentioned any arrow that he's used to kill something has been kept in a separate compartment. And he's going to lay them in the bowl and just say
there are things in the bowl. There are a couple of objects already in the bowl, including some arrowheads before you get to put your arrows in, and a couple of little like hand carved objects, including a wooden hand carved crab.
Oh, fuck. Why did it have to be a crab? Lydia, I don't want to do the wrong thing, so I'm going to speak what I believe to be the case with this shrine, and specifically Av shrines. It's sort of a kind of like a sacrifice, sort of a take a penny, leave a penny thing, in that Av shrines pop up in popular hunting grounds and like big forests, and you leave well-made arrows that you have successfully killed with as kind of like a thank you to Av for kind of blessing the thing, but also as a way for Av to help other hunters who are maybe in a dangerous spot. They can then go, oh, there's arrows here. It's sort of a thank you, Av, and then Av can then help other people. It's sort of like a there's the you know, of course there's the other element to it, that if you are a devotee of Av and you are camping nearby a shrine, it's a fairly ordinary custom to take those arrowheads, fashion them back into arrows, or take broken arrows and like
fix them up and put them back on the shrine. You can take them, or you can put them back on the shrine for somebody else who might be in need further on down the road.
Yeah.
There's very much like a hunters look after hunters etiquette.
Fuck, the wooden crab is stressing me out though. So I have no need for this wooden crab, but I want it. I'm gonna leave the wooden crab here, but I'm gonna now. This is strange, because Jax came here with me, and we ain't seen any other big crabs around. So, if y'all gone by the time I come back, that's another problem. But if y'all still here next time, hey, maybe Av, we can do a little trade. Just because this is, I'm racking my gourd just to kind of make sense of a lot of stuff, like the dandelion seed man that just stabbed me in the chest. So this
Blood still dripping on the sand as you're saying this to the shrine.
I'm gonna offer a slightly different prayer, like a second prayer to the Swift Maiden. One of Elle normally prays in line with a swift and good hunt. That's kind of like a swift hunt, a good hunt, a bountiful hunt. Make sure that him and his people can eat. I think he's gonna offer up a separate prayer for a safe hunt. I don't think this is one he has. I don't think he's maybe ever prayed in this fashion.
Okay.
And then he's gonna head back, knowing where this is, and down the 5 arrows that he'd expended prior that had killed, and any additional arrows he'd used to maybe hunt pheasants and stuff for the group to eat. But I think at this point we're probably not hunting pheasants because we have stuff, and I think pheasants are going to be more winter. Like Elle has while the getting's good with fishing, like he's going to try and kind of on the days that he can kind of fish.
Incredible. So that happens in the month. Mav, I wouldn't say that you're getting incredible sleep. There are no dreams that are sort of strong enough to for you to kind of remember what happened, but you know when you wake up that you are haunted by the face of a slender green dragonborn that you know very well. And there is a morning when you are up early having your whatever morning drink you have, standing by the shoreline, listening to the water on the shore. And you see a book in the water.
Oh, fuck you, Lydia. I mage hand pick it up. Not going near the water. Not going near the water.
That mage, what does your mage hand look like? Does it just look like your red hand?
No, I think the mage hand looks... The mage hand looks like a dandy's glove.
That was
like
exactly what was in my head. It was fully exactly what was in my head, yeah.
A proper sort of like delicate sort of white leather glove is what it looks like.
Great. Now, it comes nearer to you, and you look at the book, and it is, the title of the book is Power, Word, Love by Zili Kroros.
Can I
fucking name.
touch the book? Like, is it real?
It is real. It's fairly sodden, but it's real.
I'd like to open the book to the first page, and see if there, just to see if there's like any, dedications, anything like that, on the front.
Everything about the book. Roll investigation.
Cover.
Doesn't need to be particularly high.
Well, again, fuck you, because I roll a 14 plus with my portent die, plus 7, so 21.
This is absolutely word for word your book. In fact, there are bits in it which that your printers have like a dodgy R when it's a capital R, like there's a bit of it chipped off, and your printers so well. This is definitely your book, except the author title, the author is different. That's the only thing that's different about it.
I burned the book. Right then and there. I burn it.
You burn it with magic?
Yeah, with magic. Yeah. Firebolt the fuck out of that shit.
It goes up so much quicker than it could have done if you'd even thrown it on because it's wet, obviously. If you put it on a bonfire, it burns up. Little bits of papery ash drift out to sea.
I look up at the house for a second. I go in to the kitchen to where I left my book, my first ever book, and I take it as in Cece's copy. I take a chair onto the sort of just onto the kind of rough earth just outside the house, and I look out to sea to where the ashes floated away, and I start to read my first book again
out loud,
probably for the fourth or fifth time already. This sort of journey, and yeah, I think I do. I think I read it out loud as I look out towards the where the book has just been burnt.
I mean, the chickens get real horny.
Thank you. Well, it's funny you should say that, because the first ever book actually wasn't a romance. It wasn't an erotica book. The first book was
it had romance in it, but it wasn't erotica.
It was a romantic book, but it was very different to the rest of my work. Very specifically, very different. It was like a coming of age kind of tale with a lot of heart and less pump. But yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. Guys, we'll put a pin in it there. We'll come back next week and pick it up with what you've managed to achieve in your downtime, what skills you managed to acquire. That is that.
I'm going to bully Lydia for information so I can make a fucking spreadsheet.
Yeah, spreadsheet.
I really want to make a spreadsheet so we can stick it in the Discord.
Of like the different chores and stuff.
Our chore schedule.
Yeah.
Because what I don't want to have to do is keep explaining it, and also it helps the chat keep us honest.
Yeah. Of when you're at the lighthouse, Mav's actually over here or whatever.
Yeah, and it also helps them keep the track of time. If we skipping to certain layouts, oh god, that was 7 days later. It's also, I quite like spreadsheets, and I think it's fun.
Hey folks, first 3.5 hour D&D stream that's not a ridiculous 24-hour one.
I was funny about to say. It's
wow, what is it like?
Congratulations, everyone. That was a long sort of actual campaign session. Hey. Well done, Lydia. Well done, everyone else.
Yeah, great job.
Well done, Lydia's internet, for getting it to go at the end there.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Yeah, finally, I was like, please don't do this to me. We've had enough of this last campaign, but we managed to keep it together just about there, didn't we?
Now, before we go, do we want to do the rolls? Hit points.
Why don't you just roll the hit points for leveling up? We'll do the rolls first thing next week. I know it's a bit odd to start a session with like a business like that, but I think if we do downtime rolls next week, but hit die this week.
I rolled a 9.
Of course you did. I rolled a 2.
Hey guys,
Also rolled a 2.
Oh, you guys.
hey guys, I know this is the problem. I talk about rolling well, and then everyone's like, "Oh, whatever. Oh, you've spoken it up now. It's gonna." The first time I met like Lydia in when we were like talking about wicked game stuff, I was rolling a character, an as yet unseen character, and I was like, "Fair warning, I roll very well." And then Lydia was like, "Oh, you watch now, you're gonna roll terribly." And I think my lowest roll was a 14 in creating a character.
Yeah.
I think you rolled like 3 18s, a bunch of 16s and 17s. I was like,
Yeah.
guys,
It's blessed. This community dice though, fucking ridiculous. And we should do a dice painting stream.
Yeah.
we should, yeah. Let's bless a bunch of dice. Cool. So you're level 5 now.
Yeah.
I get an extra attack.
So
Yeah,
exciting,
next
third
attack.
level spells.
New spells. I think for anyone that is interested, there are certain spells that really don't work on the island. That Maverick has kind of discovered that happens, but I, in a meta way, I have let them know like in advance so that there isn't that mechanic of
Lesser Restoration wasn't on that, was it?
wasting it.
Lesser Restoration wasn't on that list, was it?
You have to go and check the list. But we'll leave it there because it is late and Lydia needed a pee just hours ago.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So
Well, thank you very much,
everyone.
everyone. Go check out Starfall. D, I don't believe D's in chat. Maybe you are. Hi, D. They have a really cute, super inclusive dice side thing, not dice badge side
badges.
thing. They're really lovely. I cannot for the life of me remember the name of them, but they're in the Discord.
We'll shout about them in the Discord because
but
they share the badges and they're cute. We've
Yeah.
got lots of creative people in our Discord.
Yeah.
We've got Pride coming up in Norwich, and I was
Yeah.
looking forward to getting my badges on to go out into Pride with.
Yeah, Norwich Pride is on 31st.
Yeah.
Saturday.
And our lovely people at Norfolk LGBT have got a whole load of extremely gorgeous laces in the
They
Pride
do.
flags that you can get, which I just think is so cute.
So cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're lovely people. They're doing all sorts of good stuff. Thank you everyone for joining us.
Thank you.
We're gonna go.
Yeah. Night, everyone.
Love.
Bye.